Okay, that was, I think I'm live. That was incredibly annoying. Like, I don't even know what happened. Legitimately, I used the exact same settings as I did yesterday, and it literally defaulted to the other YouTube server. So I think maybe that each stream, it changes the stream key. That's the only reason that I can think why it didn't go, because I literally set up scheduled stream, went to my restream, set it to, hey, make sure you're going on this stream that where I scheduled it. I did the exact same thing. It's actually really easy, and it didn't work the first time. So I'm guessing that each time after I'm done with the stream, it resets my stream key. That's the only thing that I can think of, that it generates a new stream key every single time. So you have to copy and paste the new stream key every single time, which is fine. I don't have a problem doing that because you see it when you go to restream. So whatever. Anyway, what's good, everyone, man? Thank you guys so much, man. I appreciate you guys being here. What is good? OJ here. Welcome back to the stream. I hope all of you guys are having a fantastic day. I know I am. We got a big reveal with Splatoon Raiders. We got a release date, we got a price, and we've got more controversy. Because it's not Mario or Zelda, you know, and it's not $30, you know, and it's not coming out tomorrow. So we're going to talk about all the stupid stuff. We're going to talk about the good stuff. We're going to talk about one person who was angry at me because I was right about my Nintendo predictions. So I felt this was hilarious. So we got to talk about everything. You guys know we got to discuss everything here. He was very angry that I got my predictions right with Nintendo, to the point where he said, yeah, well, no, you got your predictions right with the GBA, the DS, the 3DS, the Wii, the Switch 1, the Switch 2. But when things go wrong, like the Wii U, I'm like, this is the first person that's ever attacked me for being right about everything, or for being right about like 95% of this stuff. Like it's the first time in PlayerEssence, like a long thread on Twitter. I just thought it'd be hilarious because I can turn it into content, so I kept on poking him and prodding him to see how stupid he would get afterwards, and it got so funny. So we have to talk about that, because he was legitimately salty and bitter that, why didn't you make more negative predictions? I already know what you're gonna say. You're gonna say it's gonna do well, because you always say that. And you're usually right. You should have been wrong more. Oh my gosh. Chrono Rig with the 5 says, hey OJ, I find it weird that certain YouTubers think that Raiders is not good enough. What else do they want? I don't know what they want. When we got Xenoblade last month-ish, they're like, give us new games. The prices shouldn't be full price. Okay, this month they announced a new game. We got a release date that's soon. It's running good. It's looking good. Now it's, oh, well, the graphics. It's $50 digital. I don't know. I think it's just Mario or Zelda. Like, legitimately, until they see brand new Mario or Zelda, like, or Smash Brothers, you cannot convince me that it's not that at this point. Because it's the same YouTubers complaining about the different things that they didn't complain about the time before, that they complained about, that they said, oh, well, it's not a new game. Oh, well, it's overpriced. It's too pricey. Mario Tennis, too much prices. So it doesn't really matter. So essentially, what that means, or what that tells me, is that it's got to be Mario, or it's got to be brand new Zelda, or it's got to be Smash Brothers. If it's not one of those three, they're upset with something. I think it's confirmed that at this point, because it's not overpriced. It's not an old game. It's a new game, and they're still complaining about something. So that tells me that obviously they simply are just looking for like one or two franchises, but they don't want to admit it. You know, they don't want to admit it. They don't want to admit that, not at this point. So it's weird. So it's weird, of course. Let's get into shout outs though. Thank you, Chrono, with the $5 dono. Appreciate that. Thank you for the big 5. So like I said, man, listen, if you're only into Mario or Zelda, I get it. You know, if you're only into that, or only looking forward to that, then I get it. You know, but for everybody else that's looking forward to, oh wow, cool Splatoon spin-off game, single player focused, online co-op, $50 digital. Once again, and I want to repeat that I was right about the variable pricing thingy. Now, I could still be right/wrong in some people's eyes, but I said on the Spawncast, I was like, because some people, I think RGT and other people were saying, oh, no, it's a physical price increase because Yoshi is not a big enough game. I think what was said on there was, okay, well, if Splatoon Raiders and if Fire Emblem, if those games are, 80, right? If those games are 80 or whatever, then we'll know if it's a big price increase on physical or not. Well, now we have a game that's literally, the game is underneath the Wii U. The Splatoon is underneath the Wii U price digital. Like the Wii U price with Splatoon 1 was $60. We're down to GameCube prices now with Splatoon Raiders. We're at it for a core IP for a new, because nobody said Splatoon Raiders would be $50. Just if you try to see anybody grift you out there and say, oh well, I knew it was going to be cheap. Stop. Nobody said it was going to be 50. I didn't think that. I thought it was going to be 60, 70. That's what I thought. So I think we can say definitively now that the price of digital definitely is cheaper, because they could have just said, oh well, no, it's 60, 70, and people would be like, okay, it's 60, 70, whatever, So yeah, there's that. There's that. Thank you, Chrono Rig, though. Thank you for the 5, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Let's see, only Mario and Zelda. Yeah, and that's what I said on the Spawncast. I said Mario and Zelda, those games have a could be 80. We gotta wait and see. I don't think they're gonna do Fire Emblem or Splatoon or games like that. But the next major Mario game that looks insane, yeah, that game, yeah, 70, 80. Maybe. I'm not 100% sold, but yeah, maybe. Next major Zelda game. I don't know about Ocarina of Time Remake, though. I don't know about that one. We'll see. We gotta see how big the scope and scale of that is. But like I said, we will see. But yeah. Yeah, nobody said below 60. Nobody said that. So if anybody tries to grift you out, or if content creators try to grift you out on that one, or try to cap, you gotta call them on that one, because nobody called 50, 60. Nobody called that. That's a complete lie. If you had people say, oh, I called it. No, you didn't. I didn't see a single person say that. So if anyone's mad at $10 price if it's physical, they're crying and looking for content. Did OJ talk about the Xbox lowering Game Pass? I didn't talk about Xbox lowering Game Pass because I'll keep it a buck. I don't care that Xbox lowered Game Pass. I never felt it was worth it even when it was cheaper. So that's the reason why I'm not talking about Xbox Game Pass, because I don't want to griff you guys out and act like I care when I don't. I don't care about Xbox Game Pass. I don't think it's that great. I don't care if it was $20 a year or $20. Sorry, a year would be actually awesome. I might pick it up if it was that. But I don't care if it was $20 a month. I don't care about Xbox Game Pass. But just to let you know, yes, they did lower it from $29.99 to I think $22.99, and they did remove Call of Duty from Xbox Game Pass. So you don't get Call of Duty. But I mean, if you're looking forward to that, or if you're happy with that, cool, let me know in the chat. But I don't want to sit here and talk out of my butt about Xbox Game Pass when you guys know good and well I don't care about Xbox Game Pass, So I didn't. That's why I didn't have it as a topic or nothing. I don't pay for it. I've only had it one time, and I didn't really care about it. So I ain't gonna try to cap about it,
I'm a big hypocrite. My friend sold me his Xbox ROG Ally X for $300 plus my Switch OLED. Yeah, I know. Lol.
Wait, a ROG Ally X for $300 plus your Switch OLED? That's a pretty good deal. All things considered, you can buy another Switch OLED and the price would be under what a ROG Ally X costs. So for certain games that maybe are like 30 FPS, like a Dragon Ball Sparking, you can do it on your ROG Ally instead. So yeah, that's actually for $300, I'd buy a Xbox ROG Ally X. Yeah, for $300, yeah, and I'd give up one of my Switch OLEDs. Yeah, for $300. Now, yeah, if they were at that price, yes, it's worth it at that price. It's worth it at that price, especially for like the games that maybe, like I said, run better. They like a Monster Hunter Stories 3, something like that, where they flame out on the Switch 2. You can get it on ROG Ally if you want to play it portable in a much better frame rate. So yeah, that's not bad. I don't mind you being a hypocrite for that. I mean, who sells their ROG Ally X for $300? Shout outs though, Justin. I appreciate that. First combo break of the stream. Anybody does 3 or more, at least Streamlabs, you can beat out my man. You'll get the combo breaker notification. Shout outs to Justin. Thank you for the 3 Chrono Rigs at the top there. Raiders trailer already got 12 million views on Twitter alone. Oh yeah, it's gonna be big. I mean, people are gonna buy it. I mean, it's going to be a successful game. We already know this. Like, it's Splatoon. I mean, people love Splatoon. Splatoon always does really well. So, I mean, I don't expect it to do as well as like Splatoon 2 or Splatoon 3, but I think it can sell as good, if not better, much better than like Splatoon 1 on like the Wii U. So absolutely. Ironically, it's $3 a price hike since before COD it was $20. So there you go. So before COD it was $20, so $3 from where it was before. So yeah. That's like me asking OJ why didn't he like talk about the re-release of Neo Geo AES. I don't know. He doesn't give it. Yeah, I just don't care about Game Pass, man. Like I said, I could act like I care, like all these other content creators that aren't even subbed to Game Pass, that don't even care about Game Pass, but tell you that they love Game Pass. Like, there's a lot of lying content creators that don't even sub to Game Pass. They buy their games on Steam, they buy their games outright on PlayStation, but they'll sit there and talk to you about Game Pass as if it's so, like, you know, they'll sit because they know it gets like people, like whether you're for it or against it, it gets clicks and revenue. I'm not gonna do that. I stopped doing that a long time ago, guys. I'm sorry, like I said, but if you want honesty out of me, I'm gonna be honest. I don't care about Game Pass. Let's see here. Shout outs to Chrono Rig with another $5 dono. And says, the only thing that that doesn't make sense to me is if you have Nintendo in your name, and you shouldn't you be happy Nintendo's making different games? No, a lot of Nintendo fans are not actually fans of like a variety of games. They only like Nintendo for like Mario or Zelda or like Smash. So no, not necessarily. Which that's something that, you know, obviously Scott the Woz, he talked about that, you know, and there's been other people that have talked about it as well. So it's like, it's not always that, you know what I'm saying? Yo, my man, thank you for the Chrono Rig. Thank you for the 5. That does bump your Hokage lead to $10. Thank you so much. I do appreciate that. Thank you for the big 10, like always. Thank you. And also shout outs to JB, IDN or IDK. He says, yo, OJ, what's good? I'm so looking forward to Splatoon Raiders. Question, what was your first Splatoon game, and can we ink me up any version? Yeah, I got you. Yeah, my first Splatoon game was Splatoon 1. I played Splatoon 1 before a lot of people because I was at E3 and I was one of the first in line for media back in 2014 to play Splatoon. I think before that dropped. So I played Splatoon early. I was one of the test, you know, one of the first people to give them feedback and tell them, hey, this is what I think about the game. Like, here's what I think, this and that. So yeah, I played it in 2014. That was the first time that I played Splatoon, and then of course I played it day one launch. For the Wii U. Ink me up. Thank you for the 500 yen, man. I appreciate that. Ink me up, Splatoon. Appreciate that, my boy. Let's see here. Hey, good afternoon, Dane. Thanks for coming out to the stream, brother. How you doing today? Dream a Little Mo pre-ordered all the 3 amiibos. Oh man, I'm telling you. I'm crying, OJ. I'm crying, OJ, calling them out. Let's just be real. Do you guys actually think that all the content creators that get free games subscribe to Game Pass? Do you really think that all these Xbox content creators that literally get free games also subscribe to Game Pass?
I mainly did it for the Xbox Anywhere since I dusted off my Xbox Series X.
Yeah, that's true. Xbox Anywhere, that's true. When it's supported, you know, when it's supported, yeah. Yep. Absolutely. Let's see here. I think I missed count here. Somebody tell me what 500 yen is. Somebody tell me what that is. Actually, no, I'll do it myself. 500. Shout outs to my man JB. 500 yen, just so I can accurately put it on here. 500 yen. Dude, okay, here we go. I'll look it up. I think that's $3. There you go. Shout outs, man. I appreciate that. Let's go. Yo!
Happy birthday, homie.
Massive Rican!
And work live. I wasn't able to focus. However, it was so entertaining I watched the whole thing later.
Oh, snap.
Blessings and hope to be here with the community, God willing, for the next decade and beyond.
Yes,
Much
sir.
love, brother.
Yes, sir. Shout outs to Massive Rican, man. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for the big $50 $50, and you are now the new Hulk Hogan with that combo breaker. Yo, let's go. Thank you so much. You definitely breaking the combos with that one, man. I appreciate it. Thank you for the big 50, dude. That is super nice of you. 68 on the board already. We are humming. Platinums today, guys? I think so, maybe. Joey with the 2 as well. And says, happy belated. Can we get Xenoblade Chronicles X pause menu theme? Yes, we can. I don't think this was loud enough, so I'm going to play it again, the Splatoon music. Thank you for the big 50, though, Massive Rican. Let's get your name here on the board. Hey, yo, appreciate you, brother. Anybody that's 50 or more, you've been a Massive Rican, and, man, you guys have been super cool. Like I said, I don't think there's another content creator my size, you know, with this amount of people watching where you guys are out here like this. So I really appreciate that. I'm going to keep on bringing you guys the best, most non-biased, awesomest content that I can do, or not even non-biased, the most real, being just real with you guys, giving you guys how I feel straight up, you know, and no BS, letting you guys just know how it is and my insight on the industry. So thank you guys for being awesome, man. I really appreciate the support. If you drop a dono, make sure you put your music request in there. That's the least I can do, is get you some music tracks as well, man. Hey, you, I want to shake your hand. Yeah, I want to shake your hand too. Uncario, I definitely want to shake your hand. I got to take a trip to Japan. When I finally make that trip to Japan, Uncario, you're the first person that I'm telling. You're the first person that I'm calling. I'm letting you know what's up, man. I'm telling you when I'm going. So we definitely hanging out at some point. So I will shake your hand one of these days, Uncario. Also, my man, Greg Anetta. Greg, I appreciate you, fam. What's good? Said, man, really, the in-depth DLC has ruined the people's perception of what a sequel or a spinoff. Yeah, I definitely think that's part of it. Well, I mean, and it's kind of weird, though, because we got Splatoon 3 DLC, and Splatoon 3's DLC, it's just a tower with small little rooms where you do, it's like it's a rogue game. It's like a small little rogue mode that doesn't have, it's really not really that big of a story or anything really with it. So the fact that we already got DLC for Splatoon 3 and people are trying to associate it with having a full-on campaign with all the different characters and a new story and its own mechanics and all these different things, not just like a tower campaign mode or like a tower rogue mode. It's kind of funny to me. It's weird. I think this game's going to surprise people with how good it is when it drops. But once again, we will see. We will see. I mean, I don't want to underestimate it because we saw how Pacopia was. We underestimated that, and Pacopia ended up being a lot better than people thought. $50 just got your Splatoon Raiders purchase covered. I mean, to be honest, man, like I might have gotten a free copy from Nintendo anyway. And I also do this, so I mean, I could expense it. But yeah, definitely that covers the Splatoon Raiders for sure. But I've been covered quite a bit by you guys, so I appreciate the love and support like always. Thank you guys, man, for being here. I appreciate it. You guys hit that like button. Get your questions in, man. I want to make sure that I'm as receptive as possible to all of you guys here, man. I want everybody to feel heard and appreciated. So if you have questions about Splatoon Raiders, about, you know, the game or what I think, or if you want my opinion, or if you have an opinion, you know, about it, whether it's positive or negative, that's fine too. You can let me know in the chat and I'll do my best to answer it as truthfully as possible. Let me get this next track up. Maybe get Sweet Frog thing. I can play a I'll just play it, whatever. I'll just scrub it later. That song's copyrighted, but I don't care. Thank you 7Dio for the 2, man. I appreciate that. Big love, brother. Big love. Thank you for the big 2. Also, Dane with the 9 months. Thank you, Dane. I appreciate it. We doing any raids in Splatoon Raiders? I mean, yeah, probably, because I always play multiplayer in Splatoon, so we're definitely going to do that. Like, that will get me motivated to use NSO. Like, Splatoon, absolutely. So we will absolutely do some raids. Xenoblade pause music, no problem. Okay, no, it's good. I got you. I got you. Yeah, I don't know why I played this music first. I'm gonna play your music next right after this, Joey M. Thank you for the 2, brother. Xenoblade. I know what music you're talking about. The menu theme. That one's really good. That one's really good. We're gonna play it. The description is missing the Streamlabs link. We still using it for donos? The description is missing the Streamlabs link. I mean, it's in the chat. So, I mean, you can use the one that's right there. You guys don't see it pinned at the bottom of the chat, but I mean, I can add it. I mean, let me see. I can add it if it's not there. Yeah, it should be pinned on the chat, but I mean, I can let me add it to the description so I can make it easier. I don't know why it's not in the description. It should be. It was there earlier. Yeah, they just put made with restream twice. Yeah, and yeah, for some reason restream deleted it. So yeah, I'll put it right. I'll add it right now. Thank you guys. Thank you for letting me know about that. I gotta do some checking before I go live, I guess, because they deleted it, or maybe I deleted it on accident. So there you go. Okay, here we go. All right, I think that should be good. I added it back in there. Sorry about that, Dane. My bad, bro. No, it's all good. It's kind of easy to miss it. They used to do pin at the top of the chat. Now they do pin at the bottom of the chat. So it might look like Streamlabs is just spamming. Let's see here. But thank you, Dane. Thank you for the 9 months, brother. It's all good. I mean, it wasn't in the description, though. So, I mean, you were right. Let's see here. But no, you're good. It's pinned. Not sure why YouTube moved it from the bottom, though. Oh, it's always been... Yeah, they moved it. Maybe they felt like people would see it at the bottom more than the top. I don't know. Or maybe they felt they didn't want to stack it. Like if you do like a goal or something like that, or you do like a poll or something. So I think they wanted to separate it, like, because before it used to like stack at the top and look kind of weird. So I think maybe that's why. OJ, can we watch the Raiders trailer? I haven't seen it. Yeah, we can watch it. Let me get this. I'm gonna get the Xenoblade music right after this. All right. So let's get the Splatoon Raiders. Let's get the Splatoon Raiders trailer. Then we can kind of go. Launches on July. Okay, hold up. Here we go. Here's the trailer. This is the UK trailer, but it's the same thing. We'll also catch up on notifications, like the notification little thingies that I play all the time too. Give me a second. Some people are getting hacked trying to emulate Tomodachi Life. Oh, been downloading corrupt ROMs. Downloading corrupt ROMs. Hey, mechanic. Elias, send me on Twitter that story. I might be able to make a troll video about that. Have you been outside all this time? Hope you haven't caught a cold or caught cold. How do you want to look and sound? There you are. Can't really see your face though. Here, let me just... There, much better. Which hairstyle you feeling? I like how it has like nets and like little like salvage bottles and like junk for like your hair stuff. A rubber ducky, a hanger, a grappling hook. Looking good. Happy with this? Love it. You got a hammer. A single player focused Splatoon game. They got to make sure that they say it very big. Hey, are those salmonids? They're back. Different ones, though. Gotta use the big man there. Oh man, he got bopped. Sorry, you got like a... Hold up. We gotta take a look here real quick. We gotta do a look. Okay, no, let me just play it through, then we'll do some analysis. Because there's some things that I noticed. A few different things that I've noticed. Looks like it's gonna be pretty big. People are saying it's like a small game. I don't know. I mean, looks like there's gonna be a lot of areas to go to, a lot of different stuff. You got equipment, you got upgrades. Hitting construction ship. So you can upgrade your gadgets. Do different moves. That's an axe. I think that was an axe, right? Or did I miss that? Or was that a katana? It looked like an axe, but got a new type of defensive Mechanic with the ink ring. Got a turret, a ghetto turret. It's like all salvage, like crappy material to make like the weapons in the game. Fast travel, tinker with it. You can do upgrades on each one, level up those upgrades. They each have numbers by them, so you can power them up. Obviously, they bring back some of the riding on, you know, like the crab stuff that they had and all that. That's a little bit different though. They want to say it again, a single-player focused Splatoon game. Available. For some reason, the world thinks that putting the day first is better than putting the month, even though you got to say what month you're in before the day that you're in. And listen, I know a lot of the UK people and a lot of worldwide people say, no, that's not the right way. We're in the month. We are in the month. I get maybe, okay, well, why don't you just say the year? Well, you don't think about that because the year is long. You put the month, you put the day, then you put the year. Why would you put the day first? If you put the day first, if it's anywhere between the numbers 1 through 12, you might get confused. But if you simply just put the month first, then the day, that's all you got to do, because we're in, what month are we in? Okay, we're in this month. And then, oh, what day are we in? Oh, we're in this day. That one, I will not. I'll give you guys the metric system. I'll give you guys even temperature. Like, I'll give you guys weight, kilograms versus pounds. I'll give you guys temperature. I'll give you guys even like kilometers and all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll give you guys all that, but I'm not going to give you guys this one. I'm really not. Like, this is stupid. And like I said, I don't call out stuff much on that. And like I said, I'll give you guys all the other stuff, but I'm not giving you guys this one. This is ridiculous. 23/7/2026. This is ridiculous. Just put the freaking month first, then put the day, then put the year. It's insane. It's insane. All right. Anyway, let's go back and take a look. I noticed a few different things here. You guys let me know as well. You guys let me know as well what you noticed. Just let Nate the Hate do the Nintendo Direct of leaks. I know, seriously, at this point. Let him do the Nintendo Direct with leaks right there. Thank you, Deported with the 2. So I talked about the map size. But as you can see, I think, like, you know, you have the other of the deep cut. They're in the mech with that little mech thing. So like right here. So as you can see here, it looks like when you go to each island, there's a certain treasure or something that you're collecting. This is just basic OJ game knowledge. It has a little check mark, so maybe you've collected every treasure or collected every single item or whatever. So that's how you know you've gotten everything in those areas. Now, it might just mean that you've beaten the level as well, but I'm guessing since there is a treasure chest, that does mean that you've got everything and it's a check. Maybe there'll be something different that there's not. Now, obviously, levels where you need to go to, where there's something there or where you can touch down in, it'll have the exclamation mark. The islands are named. You see the fog right here, or the clouds that are covering it up. So there's going to be a lot more. They didn't really show too much. You got this island, you got this island. Some of them are going to have obviously different terrain, as you can tell from here. They're going to have different types of obstacles for you to do. And it seems like from each island, you build that thing that slings you to there for like the fast travel. Like, how do you get from each island to each island? That might be one way as well. So then here you can see them. You pick from where you're going to go after, like on the level screen. Also says level 4, so you can see that you can, and it says like zoom, gear, and menu, so you can customize your gear in between. You can obviously zoom and see where you want to go. You can go to the menu, back out, go to wherever you need to go to, and then level 4. So obviously, like, the guns level up as well, just like, you know, the Splatoon single player stuff. So that's cool. So it looks like it blurs it out too. So I'm not sure because you've never been there before, right? So it does find that kind of weird, and obviously everything's named. But it looks like the Salmonid level 4. So that basically tells you the strength of the enemies on there. If you're ready or not, you're going to have to level up your weapons. Make sure that you're strong enough. But I'm pretty sure you'll be able to take it if you're good. You know, maybe you're level 2 or level 3. You'll be able to still go. But they're just letting you know about the strength of the Salmonids in that level. So, of course, if you need to go and customize your weapons or whatever, you can do so. So yeah, you touch down, searching for treasure. Just like I, searching for treasure. So basically you have to go and try to find the big treasure. That was the big treasure. So, oh, see, look, what you got right there. So it's pretty much on further inspection, right? Obviously, you see here, there's no longer an exclamation mark, so maybe they went here and didn't get it, but there was an exclamation mark, or maybe it just disappears with the fog. We'll see here in just a bit. But as you can see, there's other different types of treasures that you can get. So depending on the type of icon on the map, that's obviously going to be something different that you can get. I think that these areas are pretty open-ended. Maybe it might be bigger than we think. I mean, they look like they're going to be medium-sized. They're obviously not going to be the same size. Like, let's say Salmon Run. Those levels are really small. These levels are clearly bigger. Maybe it's going to be the size of some of the levels in Splatoon 3 single-player campaign or even Splatoon 2 single-player campaign. But it does seem like, generally speaking, the levels are a bit more open than even those. Although those had some pretty open. Some of the levels were open in those. But they were really kind of more focused, going from, like, area, like, you know, tight section to tight section and more thin pathways. This one definitely seems like there's a lot more room to maneuver, so they can throw more enemies at you, you know, and things like that. So I do like the fact that it does seem like there's going to be different types or different skills and challenges and treasure to get, because these are different types of treasure chests on the map. So I don't know what this purple thing is, but maybe there's a certain type of power that you get, certain type of thing. So cool there. I'm going to try to pause it. Yeah, pause it right there. And yeah, it opens up even more. And there's more clouds. There could be stuff over here. There's obviously going to be stuff over here and around. So yeah, I think the game is actually going to be a pretty solid sized game. And I think it's probably made by a smaller team. I don't think that they really took like the main Splatoon team and put everybody on. I think those people are all working on Splatoon 4. I think this was made by like a solid... I mean, this seems like a GameCube or like a Switch 1 solid single player, you know, put 40, 50 people on this bad boy, right? And just crank something out. So I think that's what they're doing here. Reuse assets, things like that, right? So I don't think this was a really long developed game. I think it was a shorter developed game. Just to kind of get, you know, obviously get something in, build the Splatoon franchise, do something kind of different. But I'm down for it, man. I mean, and I told you guys this before. When it came to Switch 1 to Switch 2, people were saying, oh, everything, the graphics are... I'm like, bro, a lot of these games are just going to look like... Because Nintendo wants to still have a strong flow of games. You're not going to get the Last of Us style graphics. Even though the Switch 2 is powerful, a lot of this is going to... They're going to fix the biggest problems, which was resolution and frame rate. That's what the biggest issues were. The issues with most Switch 1 games were not the graphical detail of the game. That wasn't it. The issues that most people had was resolution and frame rate. So that was the issue. So a lot of these games are going to look like Switch 1 games, like I said, but also have the extra detail and run good. Run at 4K 60 or run at 1080p 60 or 1440p 60 and not have some of those issues like where you have like 30 FPS like in the lobby area, stuff like that, you know? So alright, so we go here, you go to this area. Yeah, I mean, it definitely looks like it's a little bit more open than what we've seen before in the past. So yeah, you get the two-fisted salmonid. That's a funny name. Mid-air. So basically, what it gets you is that it gets you mid-air jump equipable on all tanks. So that's the tank thing. Okay. So it gets you a little nice mechanic shack. So here's where you go to upgrade construction, hideout ship construction. So this is where you go to really see gadget. Construct this gadget development. So this is like when you make the new weapons here. You need to salvage scrapper's glass window. You need 5. You've got 10 of them. This shard, whatever it is, you probably get those from enemies. Enemies just drop these because you have an abundance of them. So enemies definitely drop those. The more enemies you kill, the more of these things that you get. So you need that, and then you can build it. So you got to salvage a bit. You got to find some different things, and then you can make, you know, ghetto versions of these weapons. Yeah, it's an axe. That's what I thought it was. It was a battle axe. The person's using gyro controls from that part. There's a turret talked about there. You can use like that little like the ink thingy, but it's a ghetto version. Yeah, that's the fast travel for sure. Okay, hold up. I want to look at this part again too. Hold up. Let's take a look at this. So you can see here. Here's the menu thing. You have your weapon now. Now this has obviously been some time from when we saw earlier in there. And it says level 13, so that's 9 levels above what we saw before where they were at least from that last weapon, from the one map screen that we were on. Gadgets, you can have 2 separate gadgets equipped, and then you have the relic powers. Now, the relic powers are like that spinning ink thing that, you know, puts the vents. You can have up to 5 relic powers. So now we know that, you know, if you're looking at it This is my first time actually analyzing it. So 5 relic powers, 2 gadgets at a time. You have a tank that you can use. You have a bot buddy that you can use, and of course your gear. So there's quite a bit of different stuff, and I'm guessing that those treasure chests on the map, those are going to give you different relic powers. Those are going to give you different gadgets or things to construct, different tanks potentially, or different bot buddies, right? Or no, your bot buddy's going to be one of the 3 of the deep cut, and they're going to have different. I would probably say they're going to have different abilities too. Whether you're using Shiver or you're using, the different members of the deep cut, you're going to get different abilities from there. So I'm guessing that's what's going to happen there too. It says ZL123. So can you have different loadouts? I'm guessing you can have different loadouts. It says it right here at the top, ZL. So maybe different loadouts there. So it says reassign as once you click here, looks like you can put different types of upgrades on each weapon as well. Then you can power them up. Vertical slash. Primary slashes are performed vertically. In general, damage is increased compared to that of horizontal slashes. Okay. And then you can power each one of those up. And then you can equip different ones from here too. Okay. Yeah. Pretty cool stuff. And you can see there, like the vertical slash, it goes up versus the horizontal slash, which was side. And you can see that it did more power. There you see the buddy right there. So yeah, I mean it's looking dope, man. Oh, they're probably testing a few different ideas for Splatoon 4. Absolutely. They're probably doing a bit of testing there. I don't know, man. After analyzing the trailer, looks like it's going to be a ton of fun. And the best part about it, it's $50. There's nothing to cry about when it comes to price. It's $50 for the digital. It's $60 for the physical. I don't see the issue here. Looks like it's going to be a fun game. I don't know, man. And it's coming out July. Not a ton. I mean, we did get it announced last year. So between the announcement and the release, I think it was announced in July of last year, or it was like August. I know it was like, so it was about a year before the announcement and then the release of the game. So not bad at all. That's just my opinion, I guess. I've seen people mention that this game could be based on the Fact Team. The Fact Team won the final major Splatfest. Maybe it could be based off that too. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's a lot of things that could have dictated the outcome, but there could be some things that also dictate the outcome on that, like on Splatoon 4, So let's see here. This has a class-based RPG feel to it. It is so welcome. Oh yeah, dude. It's like I said, looking at it, I know it doesn't have the greatest graphics ever. I know like Obi was like, oh, it looks like a Wii U game, or it looks like the Splatoon 1, but Splatoon 1 is 720p, and you can tell that it's 720p. And of course, the environments don't look as good as the shadows, the details. Sure, absolutely could have been like, Donkey Kong Bonanza looks better, right? Or like Mario Kart World, or some of the other big games, but those games are $70. This one's $50 and $60. So this one, it's not like they're asking, full price, or they're not charging $80. Some people said, oh, this game might be $80. So it's not like they're asking that. So I don't really see the need to complain on this one. Like, I get it if this was like maybe 70 or 80, like I get that, but it's not. So I don't see the need to complain on this one, at least in my opinion. I heard that Nintendo Directs are coming to an end. Is that true? Yeah, I know. That's the reason why I have it in the title. People were saying Nintendo's doing Nintendo today, so that means there's no more Directs. No, there's going to be a new Direct probably around June. So, yeah. Imagine crying for a game being cheap. I think people feel a little gaslit by Nintendo in the past, maybe, and they're psyching themselves out to think that this was something that it's not. But the problem is that Nintendo fans, like, they have reason, but they don't like to listen to like logic. Like, people say, oh, well, Nintendo would never make digital games better, like cheaper than physical. I'm like, yeah, they would. They made that all Switch 1 gen with the voucher program. It's like, it just malfunction. Like, as soon as you say that, it's like they go into malfunction mode. They straight up go into malfunction mode. Does not compute. They broke what I said factually. I need to move the goalposts. I need to change the subject. I need to say something else. I need to make an excuse. I need to think of this. Like, so I think a lot of Nintendo fans kind of psych themselves out in that way. I mean, because that's what I've heard. I heard people say, well, they never give discounts. Well, they did with the voucher program. I tried to buy a game and it wasn't 60. It should have been 50. And I'm like, okay, just calm down. You know what I'm saying? Just calm down. So they with the Switch 1, they did you literally if you were all digital on Switch 1, you always got games cheaper. If you bought everything digital on Switch 1, you always had an avenue to buy games cheaper. Let me explain why. Not only was the voucher program where if you bought 2 games for $100, you would save 20, but they also had the gold points program to where anytime that you spent for any dollar you spent or whatever on the eShop, you would get gold points, and then you could use those gold points on any purchase. So if you were always buying digital games, you were always getting gold purchase points. Now, how do I know this? Well, one, obviously we all saw it, but two, it would even work for review codes. So every time that Nintendo gave me a digital review code, I got a good amount of money back to spend on like an indie game or the next thing. Every single time. It didn't matter if it was a review code or a regular code. You got gold points, which got you cash back on there. So throughout the whole Switch 1 era, not only were games $10 cheaper than physical if you did the voucher program, but they were just cheaper in general if you simply just bought. The more you bought digital, the cheaper you would just get discounts on games compared to physical. So you also have to keep that in mind. And like I said, people's brains don't like to compute that when I tell them, or like Alonzo or like Alvin says, they'll call you a shill and say that that's not the same or make an excuse. So it's like, okay, no problem, you know. No problem. I fine, fair. So the price has nothing to do with much content in the game. That makes no sense. It was a case of games like Silksong would not cost 20. Well, they're not talking about other developers. They're talking about Nintendo. You got to keep that in mind too, Jay. Let me get the Xenoblade music for my man. Xenoblade pause theme. But first, before we get that music, let's go ahead and let's get a combo breaker. Let's get a Noah and Mio. Appreciate that, guys. We're already past 60. See if we can get the hour-long extension. Let's go. I pressed the wrong button. Sorry, guys. There we go. Costco's literally giving away three games free. I mean, yeah. I mean, at certain Costco's. It wasn't at every Costco, but yeah, they were for $30 a pop. So you can get all. I think it was Metroid Prime, Pokemon Legends ZA, and I think it was Kirby Air Riders. So, hey OJ, it looks fun. It gives me a Salmon Run vibes. I'm looking forward to playing it. After playing Mouse PI, I hope most shooters have Splatoon Raiders utilize mouse controls. I'm pretty sure Splatoon Raiders is going to utilize mouse controls. So I'm pretty sure. It will. Now this is called Iris Network, which I miss Xenoblade 3 as well. I miss Xenoblade. Xenoblade's just... Xenoblade is like a bug. It's like a parasite. Like, some people's bodies fight them. But when you let it, like, if your body adapts and lets it, it, like, gives you strength. Like, where I'm talking about, like a video game or, like, a movie or something adapts. Although there are parasites in IRL, and hopefully you guys never get any bad ones. But it feels like that. Like, when you let it just, like, when you're into it and you let it adapt, it's like the best feeling in the world, man. Xenoblade's so dope. Let's see here. I have a counterpoint. The voucher was a bonus for a subscription service. That's true. But what you could do, though, is that you could just use the free 7 days, and then you could load up on them as well. So there are easy ways to circumvent the subscription service. Let's just be real here. Felipe. Switch Force complaining that Raiders saying it should be DLC. I can't even with these people. Yeah, like I said, I think at this point, I mean, shout out to Switch Force. He's a nice guy and all that. But I think at this point, he just simply wants Mario, new Zelda, Mario, or Smash Brothers. That's essentially what he's looking for. He's not looking for anything else outside of those type of games. Mr. Davis, what's up, man? It hits you and it leaves the itch. It never goes away. It really never does, man. Like, I'm done with Xenoblade Chronicles, like X. I'm done. There's really nothing for... I mean, yeah, I have other enemies to beat and all that, but I've already played for so much. Like, usually this is where I just drop the game. But I'm still going back to it. I'm still like, oh, let me just grind material tickets. Let me just get a few different things. Let me just see if I can beat this Telethia thingy. Let me see if I can beat a couple of these other things. You know, let me upgrade my mechs. Let me see how much power I can do. It's like, it's crazy. Like, Xenoblade Chronicles X is wild, man. That game is super wild. And I usually don't replay Xenoblade games. Like, or I don't usually play after I'm done. Like when I'm done with Xenoblade, because I already played for so many hours, I kind of just put it down. Xenoblade X is the first time where I beat it, and I'm like, okay, I'm kind of done, but I'm like, I'm not done. Like, let me just, I'm kind of like done, but I'm like not done. So, so it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Let's see here. OJ, do you agree that they're doing this just because Mario Tennis super flopped? Yeah, we don't have any evidence or proof that Mario Tennis super flopped or anything. So it's been in the top eShop charts since launch. It's still one of the top games on Amazon when it comes to sales on the Switch 2 section. So it's still in the top sales when it comes to Famitsu. It's still in the top sales, I think, in most of the regions when it comes to everything. So there's no evidence that Mario Tennis super flopped. So no. Let's see here. Let's see. Yeah, Xenoblade X. It's so good, man. It's so good. Yeah, we do have Famitsu numbers, and it's still in the top. It's still selling every single week. It's still selling. It's still in the top 30 sales. I think even the top 10 sales, if I'm not correct, in Famitsu every single week since it launched, and it launched in February. Let's see here. Yeah, Mario Tennis Fever. We mean Mario Tennis Fever. You mean Mario Tennis Fever. Michelle with the 38 months. Yo, let's go. I saw on Reddit that it flopped according to Famitsu. No. I mean, I study Famitsu. I mean, people on Reddit don't really study. They just look at the initial sales and say that something flopped. So, no. Thank you for the 38 months. Appreciate that, Michelle. Let's go. Fidel said Mario Tennis flopped, so that's why Splatoon is cheaper. He's just repeating what other people are saying, but no, that's not the reason why. At least there's no way to prove that's the reason why. I'm pretty sure Mario Tennis, and like I said, we'll get the sales numbers for Mario Tennis, and we'll get the sales numbers in May, so we'll find out if it flopped or not. Remember, the ceiling for Mario Tennis is about 3 million units, guys. That is like the top of the, like, Mario Tennis Aces is like the best selling Mario Tennis game. So the ceiling for Mario Tennis is 3 million units. Keep that in mind. Like, that's the top. That's about as high as it goes in the whole history. Even on the biggest, best selling system of all time for Mario Tennis that's been on, which is the Switch 1. It's about 3 million units plus for Mario Tennis. That's about it. So we'll find out if it's flopped or not. Let's see. I put 10 hours into Xenoblade Chronicles and didn't really like it. Do you think I would like X or 3? No, I don't think you would. Oh, sorry, my bad. 4.5 million. My bad. Yeah, you're right. My bad. It sold for 4.5 million. 4 million. 4 to 4.5 million. So that's the ceiling. The ceiling for the whole generation that since 2018 all the way to what we know, the ceiling is 4 million units. My bad. 4.5 million. So I'm pretty sure Mario Tennis Fever will probably somewhere by the end of the generation be around that number. It's Mario Tennis. It sells good over long periods of time. Did Sonic Crossworlds flop? LOL. No, Sonic Crossworlds didn't flop according to Fidel. Fidel said Sonic Crossworlds did good. Like when it sold 1 million on 10,000 different platforms with discounts and sales, that was, oh my god, that was great sales. So, yeah. If I'm not trying to be mean to Fidel, but we're, like I said, he said 1 million was good on, like, literally, it's on an install base of the Switch, the Xbox Series, Xbox, all the Xboxes, all the PlayStations, PC, it's on everything. And that sold 1 million, like, in the first number of months. And he's like, oh, wow, what a success. And I'm like, yeah, no. So, you can't really take what Sonic fans, honestly, you can't really take what Sonic fans say seriously, to be honest. Like, many of them are, like, no offense, but they're just, like, some of them are, like, delusional. Uncario, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships. Like, and that's no hate towards, like, them personally. That's no personal attack. It's just a lot of them are just, they don't really know what they're talking about. That's all. That's it, you know, when it comes to that type of stuff. But when it comes to Sonic, like, Sonic lore or the character, they're very good at that type of stuff. But sales and things outside of that, not so much. Not so much. Uncario, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships. 5 gifted memberships. Let's go. Thank you so much. Uncario, let go, baby. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Let's go ahead and get some on the board here. 97. Yo, we out here. We going?
Even further beyond.
Yes, sir. And the gift ninja on the board. Anybody has 5 gifts or more, you can type or be out. But I'm pretty sure Fidel was probably just joking around, to be honest, man. I don't think he was even serious. Let's see here. I like Fidel, but the problem with them, like, they don't really do research. They just go by here and say, yeah, and that's kind of his brand, so it's all good. Do you think Game Pass price drop will get them more subs? Looks like it was a PR win on Twitter today. If there's one thing that I realized about Twitter is that you should never take Twitter as like the way to get to the way that something's going to be like good. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody on Twitter was like Game Pass was like the greatest thing ever when they first started talking about Game Pass, outside of like the crazy Sony fans. And that didn't get people to buy the Xbox Series. I had 1 million people on Xbox fans on Twitter telling me that Xbox Game Pass was going to be the reason why Xbox Series does really well. And when I said no, I don't think so, I had crazy Philadelphia 76ers black guy like calling me every name in the book and quote tweeting me and then he ended up just blocking me. But I was right about the Xbox Series. I was right about Game Pass. And that's why I stopped talking about it so much, because I'm like, you know what? And I'll admit I said something maybe a little bit out of pocket, because somebody said something about Chrono Cross, and I probably should have just let it go, but that wasn't about Game Pass. But I had a bunch of Xbox people attacking me on various different things when it comes to it, so I just decided it's not worth it. I'm not even there's no point in me talking about it in this type of way, because people aren't going to listen anyway. Whether I'm right or wrong, it doesn't really matter. They're just going to be angry. So there's no point. And it's not like I'm like an Xbox guy. Like, so my views or my whatever don't rely on Xbox. So there's no point in me even discussing it like that. So I don't know what's going to happen. I don't care what's going to happen. Whatever happens, happens. I'm out, you know? I'm out. I'm out. So, yeah. Let's see here. Video game Twitter discussion is usually the 5-10% most dedicated fans. It's not good representation of overall reception or using it to forecast sales. Yeah, it's really not. So whatever the Game Pass reception was, that's good. Whether that results in more people subbing when you're removing a big casual game like Call of Duty, I don't know what the results are going to be. I think it might set a dangerous precedent for Xbox Game Pass. Hey, we can just remove day one games. Remember, that was the whole thing. Oh, we got day one games. Everything's day one. Oh, well, now it's in tiers day one. Oh, well, now we're just removing things. You can get the highest tier, but now you just don't get, like, it's gotten progressively worse as time goes on. But I mean, like I said on the Spawncast, I think a year or two ago, I said, this Game Pass, I'm like, it doesn't financially make sense. Game Pass does not financially make sense to buy up every single studio and their mother than to say, oh, well, you get all this for 20. When you've got to spend years making each game. Each game costs 30 million, 40 million, 50 million, 100 million, 200 million, whatever the game. And then you're just going to tell people you can just get it for $20 a month. I'm like, the Game Pass price is going up. It's going to go up big. Xbox people got mad at me for saying that. And then when it went up, and then now they're saying, oh, now they put it in tiers. Now they're just throwing everything and just hoping things work, you know, over the last decade of Game Pass, you know, so I don't know, dude. I'm not in the subscription. I'm not in the subscription mindset. I don't know like what people want with these subscription thingies, dude. Like I don't subscribe to anything. Like I don't play subscription service games. Like that's not how I play. You know? That's just not how I play. I play regular games. I buy them whether it's indie or whether it's regular, and I play that game. I don't have the time to be sitting here scrolling through 10 million games. I'm not like that's just not my style, man. It's just not my style. I don't want to spend time. I know what game I want to play, and then I play that game. I don't look through and say, oh, let me look through like it's like a buffet or something, or like a grocery store. Like, just tell me what games are coming out. Oh, I can buy that game this date. All right, cool. Like, boom. You know, now, like I said, if I was a kid, if I was a child, or if I, maybe if I didn't have as much money and like I can only rent, then yeah, like Game Pass is dope. It works, but for an adult with my own, income to specifically set to buy games, is like, it doesn't do it for me. Game Pass always needed to bleed loads of money before it becomes a brand and trustworthy enough to start profiting in 2035. MS didn't. I mean, they said that they wanted way more subs. I think, didn't they say they wanted like 100 million subs on Game Pass or something like that? So I don't know if they're ever gonna get there. So yeah, I don't know. Jess Corden said that they want to do a pick your own plan for Game Pass. Yeah, I'll pick my plan. My plan is not picking at all. My plan is the zero plan. That's my plan is plan zero. But feel free to pick whatever plan you guys want if that ends up happening. Feel free to pick your plan. But my plan is zero. All right, let's see here. Shout outs to Professor Noak. Thank you for the follow on there. Shout outs to King Mr. J. What's up, man? Thank you guys for over there on Twitch. Let me pop out the chat so I can get you guys on Twitch over here. I can see you guys' comments. So yeah, I got you guys on Twitch, man. I see you guys. I see you guys over there on Twitch. Let me go ahead and let me skinny this up. Let me put it right here in the corner. All right, cool. Now I got my Twitch chat up and I got my YouTube chat. Let's go. I'm a more old school way of buying games. I typically buy one game per month, beat it completely, sometimes 100%. Only buy a new game after I finish. Yep, that's the old school. I guess that's the old way of doing it, you know? What's up, George FT? What's up, fam? What's up, Katana Riku? Says Splatoon Raiders day one. See, glad you picked up your Switch 2 when you did, right? Right, Katana? Because you weren't sure about it. You were saying there was no reason. I said, bro, you better get that. Now you got Splatoon Raiders coming out in what? A month and a half? May, June, 2 months? About 2 months? About 2 months. Let's go. Phil Spencer said that they needed to have over 100 mil subs. If not, Game Pass would be in trouble. They got nowhere near that, bro. I think they got like what, 30, 40 million, somewhere in that range. So yeah, they got nowhere near that, man. I've got plenty of Switch 1 and Switch 2 games to play, so I don't need a subscription service at the moment. I do have an NSO subscription, though. Yeah, I have an NSO subscription just because, you know, obviously for like the online and all that. That's the reason why I have an NSO subscription, so yeah, that's it. That's the reason. I have to ban somebody real quick, so let me just exit out of that. Sorry about that, guys. Yo, what's up, JViews? First champ chatter over there on Twitch. Let's go. Make sure you guys follow me on Twitch. PlayerEssence on Twitch. Follow me if you got, especially follow me if you got Amazon Prime. So then you can get a free sub over on Twitch. Went ahead and got it before the eventual price raise. Yeah. I mean, it might get a price increase. However, hey, you. Dane Gonzalez, we got to get his $3, and I'm going to tell you guys why it might not.
Just here to admit I was wrong. I was fully expecting Raiders to be $60, $70.
Me too.
And thinking Nintendo would use the physical-digital price difference to raise prices. Now I'm curious what other type of games will fall under this $50 per $60 category.
Probably the smaller ones. Probably the smaller team-developed ones. JViews with the Twitch Prime. Yo, let's go. Thank you so much, JViews. Appreciate that, my boy. Thank you for the Twitch Prime. We out here. Let go. Y'all can help me actually get a check from Twitch these days now. Shout outs, man. I appreciate that. Let's go. Thank you for the support, guys. Thank you, Dior, for linking to Twitch, too. Thank you, JViews with the Twitch Prime. We added it, too, to the total. 102 on the combo board. You guys know what that means. That's a platinum, baby. That's a platinum. We out here. Let's go. Oh, wait. Hold up. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Two Raiders is basically your birthday gift. Yo, shout outs party, man. But here's the reason why I think that we might not get a price increase. Here's the reason why I think that we might not get a price increase. I'm gonna show you guys real quick. Give me 1 second. Yo, thank you for the Fire Nation peeps joining up. So, this is the reason why we're not gonna get one. No politics in the chat though, guys. Nothing crazy. But this is the reason why. The federal government began accepting refund applications from businesses Monday over a president. This thing is hurting my nose a little bit. Hold on, let me see if I can adjust it. Actually, wait a minute. Give me a second here, guys. I'm just gonna use my other one. Yeah, because that one was hurting my eye. Man, that light is kind of crazy, bro. This one does such a better job, but like the nose pad on here, I gotta see which one is hurting. Why is it hurting me? All right, hold up. Let me see here. That one goes like that. So, oh, I think I need to do this more. I think I need to put it like that more. I think I need to just adjust it. All right, hold up. Let me see if that works. I'm sorry, guys. I've been trying to tell you guys what's going to happen with these things. But anyway, the federal government began accepting refund applications from businesses Monday over President Trump's tariffs, which were deemed illegal by the U.S. Supreme Court. More than 160 billion could be paid back to businesses. Whoever that is, says New Yorkers were saddled with additional costs from tariffs. So Nintendo also joined in that lawsuit when it comes to getting their tariffs back with interest. So there's going to be interest paid out to a lot of these companies as well. So there's also that. You got to keep that in mind, because now since these tariffs aren't going through, I mean, I don't think they're going to give us back any money. I mean, Nintendo might lower the cost, but I think that they think that there's going to be some other type of other tariffs or other things that the administration could do in the future. But I think that maybe now that there's not going to be anything new added in, nothing crazy, I think that could keep prices of the imports lower. So we might not get a price increase. We might actually stay at this price because of that. So that might be the case. We have to wait and see on that one.
I want to shake your hand.
Justin with the 3.
So are you thinking Star Fox June or August now?
I'm thinking Star Fox. Yeah, it's got to be June or August. So we'll see. Yeah, this is so much more comfortable. When I pushed it, it was too digging into my nose on one side. So I didn't see your 33 months membership either, George. Actually, no, I did see it. Let me replay it. Thank you for the 33 months membership. Did you ask for a music or something? I'm sorry about that, brother. Also, shout outs to Dane Gonzalez with the Twitch Prime. We got a hype train going on Twitch. So we just got a limited time to earn. I think we got 5 minutes or less than 5 minutes. If we get another sub, we can get to level 2. So if you got Twitch Prime, head over to Twitch and support your boy over on there as well. Thank you guys for that hype train level 1. Yeah, first hype train in a hot minute. Thank you guys for your support. Justin with the 3. Yeah, so I'm thinking it's gonna be June or August for Star Fox, but I'm guessing maybe August now at this point, right? Because I don't know if they're gonna announce it now. Then it'll be. I mean, maybe June, but probably August or something like that. I wonder when Fire Emblem's gonna be then. Like, we got a lot of games coming. Will Switch 1 get a price decrease? I hope it does get a price decrease. I really hope it does. Switch 1 gets a price decrease. That'd be nice if it did. Like, goes back down to the pre-increase prices. So 200, 300, and 350. That'd be dope. Yo, thank you. Also, Drew Arco, thank you for the Twitch follow. Appreciate that. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate the Twitch follow. Yo, get some blue filter clips on your comfortable glasses. They have some pretty dope ones. These ones already filter out the blue light. So yeah, I'm good. I'm good with these right here. It makes everything look like it filters out blue light, plus it's like a sunglass, so it makes everything look mellow. It's way less harsh. So no, these ones are good, man. These are good. J Views with the 50 bits. Thank you so much, J Views, with the 50 bits. Appreciate that, my boy. Thank you for the 50. Also, shout outs to J Cat. Thank you so much, J Cat, with the Twitch follow. Appreciate that. Shout outs. Welcome to the Fire Nation, like always. Fire Emblem could be August. Yeah, Fire Emblem could be August, or it could be September. So yeah. Nintendo's own patent just ruined their Power World lawsuit. Yeah, I don't really care about Power World or the lawsuit or anything like that. So whatever happens whatever. If it's positive or negative, doesn't really matter to me. I find it interesting that people like Nintendo Land and Switch Force are treating Splatoon Raiders like how they treated Mario 3D World after initial reveal. I don't know how they treated Mario 3D World after the initial reveal, so yeah. Oh, let's see here. So yeah, I don't know what they said. I thought the frames were uncomfy. Yeah, they were. The only reason why these were uncomfy was because of the nose pad. Once I shifted the nose pad to be like, because only one side was uncomfy. One side was uncomfy. The other side was fine. So one side was messed up. So I shifted it to be just like the other side, and it's way better now. So it was this side. It was this side that was like uncomfy. So I was like, oh man, it's kind of digging into the top of like my nose. So I was like, but this side's fine. So I'm like, let me just adjust it to where it's the exact same. So then once I did that, it was like, oh, it sits flush now. It's way better, way more comfortable. I find it let's see, remember E3 2013, people thought Mario 3D World was going to be a downgrade from the Galaxy games at first. I mean, I don't think people see it as good as Galaxy though, even not at this point. I mean, obviously didn't review as good as Galaxy, but I think people thought that it wasn't as inspired because they felt that it was like 3D Land too much. But I think once Nintendo showed off the game again, I think like later that year they showed it off, it looked a lot better. So it was just unfinished, like the graphics and all that, and they showed off better levels and more of the multiplayer. So it got better as the year went on. So yeah, people changed their mind on it. Star Fox is supposed to be announced in April, so maybe it could be June. Yeah, it could be. We have to get the announcement. So I'm guessing the announcement for Star Fox, it's got to be next week, man. If it's going to happen. I mean, they might go double dip, you know, this week, but they already did the Splatoon Raiders this week. So I'm guessing the announcement's going to be next Tuesday, or it's going to be like next Wednesday, or maybe it might be at the end, but we'll see. We will see. Yo, JCat, yo, shout outs, man. Welcome. Shout outs over there on Twitch. Let's go. Now you're back. Hey, I appreciate it. If you want to log over to Twitch just to get the sub, then come back. Hey, feel free to do that, man. Beggars cannot be choosers on this. Buck Bumble being teased as hype. It's not hype. We don't need to bring that up either. This news cycle has been boring. Hoping Star Fox makes things fun. I don't know. Splatoon Raiders was pretty dope to get that announcement, and it's coming out July. Plus, it's cheaper. Exciting to me. But you probably don't like. I mean, you don't like anything. Felipe doesn't like much. So, remember, you probably won't like Star Fox either. Let's see here. Dream a Little says, JCat is me. Oh, okay, what's up, Dream a Little Mo? What's up, man? Welcome. You should have the same names, man. You should have the same names across the board. So pick the name that you like the most. Pick Dream a Little Mo and put that on Twitch too. I like Star Fox 2 and 64. Yeah, we'll see. we'll see, Felipe. We'll see. We'll see about that. Let's see here. But yes, I do remember E3. I do remember E3 2013. People were like heated, like, oh, this is not good. I was like, no, I think it's gonna be solid. We gotta wait for the game to come out, because I mean, I really like Super Mario 3D Land, but people were looking for like the next Galaxy. People wanted Galaxy 3. People wanted like Mario 64 too, you know. So
did you see that Alien Rogue Incursion game came out today for Switch 2? Anyway, can I get some Xenoblade music, Fog Beast?
I did see somebody talk about it, but I don't know what it's about. I need to research it a bit more. So yeah. Is it pretty good, or how's it looking? How's it looking overall? Think it looks dope, Justin? All right, let's see here. We're not gonna play Buck Bumble, so don't ask me, okay? If they remaster Buck Bumble, we're not playing it. No, I'm joking. You guys know I gotta play that game if they remaster it. You guys know I gotta play it. Like, I mean, it's Buck Bumble, so, I mean, we gotta play. We gotta play it. Link says, I don't think Nintendo Directs are done. We probably still get that June Direct. Oh, yeah, me too. I just saw people on Twitter now saying this, and I've seen some people saying, oh, well, now that they're doing Nintendo Today, or that they're doing announcements on Twitter, they're done with Directs. Now they've done off with them. I'm like, no. They're still going to do them, because Directs are still good marketing tools, so they're still going to do Nintendo Directs. We had one in September. They're going to do another one. They announced Splatoon Raiders on Nintendo Today, so they announced the Zelda movie on Nintendo Today, so they're gonna use Nintendo Today. They're gonna give you reasons to log into the app every single day and use it, and then they're also gonna give you Nintendo Directs as well. So I think that's the strategy. I don't know. I ain't touching that game. I just saw it. Oh, okay. I saw somebody on Twitter. I think Attack of the Backlog. He talked about how he's playing it or something. But I don't know what it's about. Ashoka Tano with the $10 dono. Yo, let's go. Ashoka Tano, thank you for the 10. It says, I'm playing Beyond Good and Evil HD Remaster on Switch. I should just close my window, but I like having the fresh air coming here. It says, I'm playing Beyond Good and Evil HD Remaster on Switch. Played it on GameCube, but never beat it. Man, I missed the PS1, PS2 era where game companies were headed by gamers and made games for gamers. You know, I think to a degree, you still get stuff like that, man. Like, I still think that certain Nintendo games, you get that. Certain PlayStation games, you get that. Certain Xbox games, you get that. But you really need to look. Like, I think even a game like Splatoon Raiders, that seems like a game made by core gamers, man. Like, you got all the game stuff in there. You got the powers, you got the weapons, you got the level ups, you got all the different type of stuff that you'd expect in, like, one of them old school GameCube games. Or one of them, you know, even N64, but obviously it looks a lot better, runs a lot better, all that good stuff, graphics and all that. But to me, you still get some stuff like that, man. Like, to me, you still do. I think games like Xenoblade, that's made by hardcore gamers, man. Monolith Soft, they're hardcore, you know, Ashoka. So I'm playing stuff that's made for, like, hardcore gamers. Like, yeah, a lot of the stuff that's coming out in today's day, they're focus tested. But to me, a lot of the games that I play are still games built by gamers for gamers, you know. A lot of the stuff that I play, Metaphor Refantasio, Astrobot, you know, Shin Megami Tensei 5 Vengeance, Clair Obscur Expedition 33, Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment, you know, Kirby Air Riders, Metroid Prime 4. Like, a lot of stuff, man. There are a lot of these things. They're not perfect. They're not the best games ever. They're not going to review the best ever. But you can tell that the passion's there from a gameplay standpoint. Like I said, might not review the best ever, but man, the passion's there. The mechanics and passions are there to have a lot of fun. And a lot of them are single player, you know, you don't got to worry about online stuff either, you know. So, thank you so much, though, Ashoka Tano. I appreciate you. But I agree with your sentiment, brother. I do. I think a lot of stuff, you know, isn't like that in, like, how it was, like, back in the day. Another $10 dono coming in from Ashoka Tano as well. Thank you so much, man. Thank you for the 2 10s. Coming through. That is incredibly generous of you, and I'm going to read your second comment after I tally up the combo breaks here and how we are. Ashoka Tano, by the way, is an old school round table, old school elite ninja, like from like the PlayerEssence.com days, so you guys give some respect, put some respect on Ashoka Tano's name, by the way. Just want to put that out there. Hey, what's up, Dan? Oh yeah, I know that's Dan Dips. What's good, fam? Nintendo is one of the few companies that I feel is one of the exception where they are still headed by gamers and make games for gamers. I really miss the PS1, PS2, Sony. They aren't the same since PS3. Yeah, that's why I felt that Astrobot was so good, because that felt like it was a game built by gamers, made by gamers, you know, like specifically built that way. Astrobot felt that way, you know. So for me, that was great from Sony. Let's see here. I thought they only made games for kids. I mean, at the end of the day, games originally were made for kids in the first place. So how you can bring out your inner kid, that's how you know a game is good, man. If it can bring out your inner kid, because that games were made for kids. And I know you were just kind of like joking on what people say online, but games were made for kids. Games were not made for adults. Like, when games were first coming around, it was like, oh, I mean, don't get me wrong. Yeah, some games, obviously, they were for adults, like some stuff. But a lot of it, like the gaming market, was built off of, hey, trying to get kids to play the game. You know, let's do this so kids can play. the arcades, everything, kids and teens, you know, so it's okay. Unfortunately, Hyrule Warriors has no sauce. That's mad. That's major cap. Hyrule Warriors has crazy sauce. That's major cap on that one. Or you're using the definition of sauce wrong. You're using the definition of sauce wrong because, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, you know, Famicom Detective Club is okay, but that game does not have sauce. Like when it compared to like Hyrule Warriors, not. It's got good writing and all that, but there is not sauce by sitting there reading. It's a good game though. And you said that game is like goated. That was like your game of the year. Don't talk to me about sauce, fam. You sitting down reading books and talk about how great that is. That's game of the year. So, nah, Felipe, you can't talk sauce, fam. You can't talk sauce. And you play Fall Guys and like Fortnite and stuff. So, nah, man. Let's not talk about sauce, fam. Let's not talk about that. You're allowed to like and dislike what you want though. But don't talk to me about sauce. Don't talk to me about sauce. You don't know it. You don't know it yet. You might get there one of these days, though. You might get there one of these days. Let's see here. People on Twitter are glazing that Game Pass price drop. Hey, man, if it makes them happy, I'm all for it, Bad News. I don't have a problem with them glazing it. I mean, a price drop is a price drop, so you know that's good. So if you're into Game Pass, you know, salutes to you. Good luck or have fun. Let's see. Age of Imprisonment has the most sauce of any war. Age of Imprisonment is by far the best Warriors game. Like I don't think it's even close. Like that's the best Warriors game that I've played. It's got crazy amount of sauce, especially like the fusion attacks, like where you can fuse two different types of like ancient machines and get different like combination effects, like Mass Effect. When you got like the different type of skills that you can do in that game, the unique skills per each character, like just Link, like the ancient construct dude, the animations in that game are freaking crazy. Like that's some of the best animation that I've ever seen. Is like that Link, like the moves that he does based on like what weapon you're carrying, freaking wild. Like top notch animation, top notch animation, top notch, crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. Nah, the fusions aren't shallow at all. Not when you combine it with all the other stuff that you can do in the game. Absolutely not. Certain enemies react differently to fusions. Some enemies are going to be really weak against them to where you can take down like the talons or all that very quickly. Some enemies are obviously more resistant to them. Those are different types of fusions. Absolutely not, because it's just a side thing. You don't even need to use fusions. So nah. Or you don't know what, like I said, you don't know what sauce is. But nah, I disagree completely. Or I'm gonna need to see your save file. I'm gonna need to see save file on what you played and like what weapons you have and all that. Because Hyrule Warriors has crazy sauce. Crazy sauce. Dreamcast was successful. We would have four. I think you just don't like Warriors games. I mean, and that's fine too. I think you just don't like, or it's repetitive for you, and that's fine too. So, um, Dreamcast was successful. We would have four competitors with their own parties. Well, I mean, if Dreamcast was successful, we might not have somebody else in the industry. It might have bumped somebody else out. So, I mean, theoretically, yes, but somebody might not be here now, you know? OJ, do you recall if anyone reputable mentioned Onimusha for Switch 2? Not that I remember. Oh, no, it was... No, not that I remember. But I mean, it obviously could come. It could come. I mean, they've got all the other big Capcom games, so it should come. Or it might come. Maybe announce that at Nintendo Direct now that they got all their big Switch 2 games out already. So we have to see what's coming next. Did we talk Street Fighter leaks? Street Fighter leaks? Nope. What Street Fighter? Street Fighter the video game or Street Fighter what? I mean, wish I will for sure go to Switch 2. It might. I mean, that seems like a game though I might want to play on PlayStation, to be honest, like PS5. Like, but we'll see how it like if it does come out, we'll see how it runs and how it looks and all that. But that seems like to me, I don't have a problem buying that on PlayStation because like there's no history with Nintendo and Onimusha. Like Onimusha's, I don't think outside of the remaster, Onimusha was never on Nintendo platforms. Like it never was. So that to me is like more of like a PlayStation game, so I can just buy that on PlayStation 5 and enjoy it on there. Like I don't need to have that on Switch 2. Like Monster Hunter Stories, that's a bit different, or like Resident Evil, a little bit different. There's history with those, but Onimusha, not really. So that seems to be like it's like really like built for like x86, like PlayStation game. So I'll probably just play it on PlayStation, but we'll see. We'll see how it if there is a Switch 2 version. We'll see how it turns out. Tifa is rumored to be joining Street Fighter 6. Oh, that'd be really cool. If Tifa joins Street Fighter 6, I might like boot it up and play it more. That's dope if she does. Yeah, Street Fighter 6 DLC leaks currently Vega, Hagar, Gokin, and Tifa. Yeah, that's cool. That's a good spread. Especially I mean Vega, obviously. Vega probably should have already been in there. But like like Gokin, I mean Hagar, okay, that's cool. But the real big one there is Tifa. So if she's in there, that's cool. I'd be down to check it out if she's in. Well, I gotta sleep for work tomorrow. Thanks for the stream. Hey, no problem, Tommy Raiku. Appreciate you, fam. Appreciate you. Uh, I feel like he doesn't really like any game for the most part. We saw it spread, man. He was just playing Fall Guys and stuff like that. So there were some games on there, but it's kind of weak. But it's all good. Everyone's entitled to like and dislike what they want or whatever. Tomorrow's Whopper Wednesday though, so I'm gonna have a good tomorrow. Whopper Wednesday. I'm getting myself a Whopper tomorrow. I've been dieting and drinking my maca tea to lose my visceral fat. So I am buying a nice Whopper. I'm probably gonna buy two. I'm gonna buy one regular and one Impossible. I'm gonna eat one for lunch, and I'm gonna eat one for dinner. I'm buying two tomorrow. We bulking. We bulking with the protein, but I'm gonna buy two. I feel like I'm going crazy. There are some differences between the new Hyrule Wars and previous ones. There's some differences between Hyrule Wars, like Age of Calamity and Imprisonment. Yeah, there's some differences within like some of the physics, some of the gameplay. Age of Imprisonment feels way better though than the previous Warriors games. The first Warriors game, Hyrule Warriors, like Definitive Edition, it feels more loosey-goosey and it feels more slippery. Age of Calamity feels more tight when it comes to like special moves and attacks, but the frame rate's awful. Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment feels more tight like Age of Calamity, but it has the frame rate of the original of Definitive Edition on the Switch 1. So it feels to me the best out of all of them. And once again, it has the most like mechanics that they take from from Age of Calamity, and then they also add in obviously the warrior mechanics and stuff, but then they have unique things to each character that were not in the original game. So says, damn, now I want a Whopper. Just go tomorrow. Whopper Wednesday. You get them for $3.99 a pop. So don't go today. Just go tomorrow. Just go once or twice a month. Maybe the beginning of the month and the end of the month. Go get yourself a nice Whopper. But yeah, don't go today. Go tomorrow because you get it for way cheaper if you go tomorrow. I saw the Splatoon spinoff. It's 50 or 60 if you want physical. Yeah, it's 50 to 60 for those who just tuning in or you don't know about it. Nintendo's variable pricing. Obviously, it's always been a thing for a while now, but now it's really kicking it into gear here with the games. We got a game. Nintendo hasn't had a big core IP priced at this price since the GameCube, if I'm not correct. Like, I'm not counting like WarioWare. Splatoon is a multi-million big IP. So it's been a while since we've had, I mean, people were expecting 60 or 70 or maybe even 80 for some people. So this is a GameCube price for digital. Obviously physical it's 60, so that's Switch 1 pricing or Wii U pricing. But $50, I mean, it's, well, actually no, I take that back. Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze on the Wii U, that was 50, and that's a big IP. That was 50. That wasn't 60 on the Wii U. So it's been a while. That one kind of caught people off guard. That's the last time that something actually caught me off guard. Positively. You know, Mario Kart World, that caught me off guard negatively. But positively, I haven't been caught off guard by a pricing since, in terms of a full game. Obviously, the Welcome Tour, that caught me off guard. That should have just been free. But when it comes to like an actual real game, like full game, I haven't been caught off guard since Donkey Kong in 2014 for the Wii U. So Star Fox will probably be 50 probably. I'm not gonna say Star Fox is gonna be 50. I think that could be 60, 70. That could be 60, 70. And the reason why I say that it could be 60, 70 is because apparently the graphics are really good and it's going to be a high-end type of thing. So If the graphics are really good, that makes me think it's going to be 60, 70. And especially if they've been working on it for a while, because they're bringing it back. I think Splatoon Raiders was made by a small side team that maybe made Octo Expansion and the side order. They probably put those peeps together, maybe a 30, 40 man team, and said, hey, make a side game. Because Splatoon, you don't got to worry about voice acting. You don't got to worry about you don't got to worry about big old huge graphics. You know, you can take the same engine, you can reuse assets, just put it at, the Switch 2 is super strong compared to Switch 1. So everything runs perfect. You can run it at 4K, just reuse everything, make a new game. Maybe you take a year and a half to 2 years, put it together, boom, new game. 50 or 60. That's cheaper because it's a smaller development scope and period. We got to see the scope of Star Fox. If Star Fox is like Nate is saying, with big online multiplayer, really nice graphics, really fun writing, in-depth voice acting, which I think Star Fox needs because Star Fox has always, Star Fox 64 has had that. So if it's like that, then I think Star Fox is a 60-70. I think it's a mistake if it's a 70-80, which we haven't seen yet. But if it's a 60-70, I think that's probably what it's going to be. But we'll see. I hope I'm wrong. Because if it's a 50-60, then it does everything that Nate and Andy Robinson are saying. That's going to be a really good value. So we'll see. But OJ, the game is probably going to be shorter, like Star Fox game, designed for replayability like RE. Yeah, and RE's short, but RE was also $70. So that doesn't make any, what you're saying doesn't, you literally created an oxymoron. You're like, oh, well, it's going to be short like RE. RE was 70. So, yeah. So I don't think it's going to be based off of how long the game is or not. I think it's going to be based off of the graphical quality and how long it took to make the game. If it took longer to make the game, even if they did build it across replayability, they're going to probably charge how long it took. So if it took 4 or 5 years to make the game, they're going to say, oh, we want $60 for this game because it took, or we want $70 for this game. RE8 was 60. RE8 is that's a PS4 game if I'm not correct. It's a PS4 game. That's not a PS5 game. So I don't know why you're bringing up RE8. That's a PS4 game. RE8's a PS4 game. That was upported to the PS5. It's a PS4 game. It's literally on the PS4. It's a PS4 game. Let's see here. That's like saying RE Remake is a PS5 game. RE Remake's not a PS5 game. RE Remake's a PS4 game that got upported to the PS5. No. It's a PS4 game. It's like saying Breath of the Wild is a Switch 1 game. We all know that's a Wii U game. Like, let's just be real here. We all know Breath of the Wild was a Wii U game. How about Pokemon Legends? Pokemon Legends ZA? Pokemon Legends ZA, is that a Switch 2 game? Or is that a Switch 1 game? Let's be real. It was upported. Yes, it's on PS5, but we all know Resident Evil, it's a PS4 game. They upported it to PS5. Sure, it's a PS5 game. It's on PS5, but it's also on PS4. So, oh my gosh. Pragmata is a $6 game, and so what? And your point? Age of Imprisonment is 40 at your Walmart. Nice. Go pick it up if you haven't got it. What's your point? I said that Star Fox is going to be a $60 or $70 game. Pragmata is a short game with replay value. So what? What's your point? RE8 was released in 2021. Yeah, it's cross-gen. It started development on the PS4 and went to PS5. Okay, and so what? So what? Capcom is Capcom. Nintendo's Nintendo. So what? They have different business plans and strategies. Like, so what is your point, Felipe? Like, what is your point, bro? I'm gonna time you out. You're being annoying as hell today. God damn, what happened to you? Somebody pissing your Cheerios? Jesus Christ, dude. What is your freaking point? Or I'm gonna need 10. I'm gonna need 10 from you. I'm gonna need a dono. I'm gonna need a dono from you because you're acting like a complete weirdo today. I mean, you're usually weird, but Jesus Christ, man, are you okay? You're spazzing out in the chat for no reason over the lengths of games in Capcom and Nintendo as if they're the same company. They are different companies. Like, what is your point? Jesus Christ. Different companies have different budgets, have different things that they do. Like, what is your point, dude? They are different. Yeah, but he's spazzing today. Like, today it's like worse than usual, man. Like, today it's like worse than usual. So I'm gonna need 10 if you want to continue this conversation, fam. I'm gonna need 10. So if not, just drop it right here. Or if you want to talk about something else, you can talk about something else. But I'm gonna need 10, man. You acting weird, dude. We gotta wait and see what Star Fox is even gonna be. But based off of what Nate said, I'm thinking more 60, 70. But like I said, we will see. We will find out. Jesus Christ. Whopper Wednesday sounds like a plan. I will report back. Haven't eaten a Burger King in forever. Yeah. We'll take a look. We'll see how it is. If you only roll credits and stop playing the game, then yeah, Pragmata is a short game, but it really isn't. Well, yeah, it's got replay value. You can do other things. Like, there's other stuff that you can do in the game, you know? Pragmata is a new IP, but Star Fox and Splatoon alone could warrant it being a $70 game, so it's up to Nintendo. Yeah, and I think it's going to be that. I mean, that's what I think, but like I said, I could be wrong, but that's pretty much been the standard that Nintendo's used for a while now. I mean, we really only have one game that's not for Switch 2. Like, when it comes to like big releases, right? There's only one game that's not. Well, two games if you count Mario Kart World, but they've all been either $70, right? So, like, I'm not gonna guess that it's going to be lower. I'm not gonna guess that based off of replay. We don't know how much replay value or not. We have no idea. I don't know how much it's gonna have. They might have a bunch of value in the game, and it's gonna have multiplayer, right? So, like, I have no idea. I do not know. So if the game's graphics are really good, like Nate says, and it's got in-depth multiplayer, and it's got, you know, a good voice acting, I'm gonna guess that they're gonna want 70 for the game physical. I'm gonna guess, but like I said, we will see. Deported with the 5. Did I miss that one? How did I miss that one? Deported with the 5 says this was supposed to be a $1 super chat, but OJ is actively implementing variable pricing just for the situational awareness, guys. Okay. I've always had variable pricing. Like, I'm just like Nintendo. I've always had variable pricing. Because, you know, to get a notification, it's just $1 or up. Like, that's all it takes. So, I've always had variable pricing. You know, I've always been down with the variable, you know. Are you going to pick up Masters of Albion? Masters of Albion? That sounds like Fable. Is that the new Fable game? Thank you for the $5, though. I appreciate you. Big love to Deported. I don't know how I missed that. Let's see here. We haven't seen Star Fox yet, so can we just wait and see? Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, we're just going to wait and see. I'm going to go with the standard till we see more, but, like, it's hard to say right now, you know? Like, oh, it's going to be like this because it's this. It's like, we don't know how in-depth the multiplayer is. We don't know how much hours the single-player campaign is right now. We don't know. We're just going off of old Star Fox. They might do something different. We don't know. You know, so... people definitely complain that Star Fox is 7. Then let them complain. They don't gotta buy it. They don't gotta buy it. Let them complain. We gotta wait and see it first. We gotta see the game first before we say people are gonna do this or people are gonna do that. Let's just see the game. Can we wait or no? Should we just sit here, Felipe? Like I said, I'm gonna tell you one more time, bruh, or I'm gonna time you out. You need to pay me 10 if you want to continue this. So I'm gonna tell you one more time, man, because like you're being, like I said, mad, like low-key, like annoying for like no reason on this. Let's just wait. Let's just wait and see, fam. Or no, are you incapable of waiting and seeing? Are you incapable? So I'm gonna ask you one more time, bruh. If you're gonna talk about Star Fox one more time, bro, what people are gonna do, I'm gonna need 10. If not, I'm gonna time you out, bruh. So I'm just telling you, because I've given you like 3 warnings now, and you still talking. Man, I know your parents had a freaking handful with your ass, bruh. God damn. Your parents probably had a handful with you. You probably... I knew I never shut up, but damn, you probably never shut up, huh? Like, goodness. You're probably one of the most annoying dudes to hang out with. Like, I gotta think that. Your friends probably thought, God, this dude annoying as hell talking about video games. Jesus. I'm almost positive this dude was probably one of the most annoying ass dudes that you probably speak to when it comes to video games, bruh. Like, might sound a little hypocritical. I can be annoying too, but this dude probably way more. You worse than me, man. You worse than me. How many times I gotta tell you? You keep saying, you keep going, bro. Your parents had a handful, huh, Felipe, bro? Your parents had a handful. My parents had a handful too. But when my dad or my mom told me to shut up or something, bro, or they told me this, I was like, all right, I'm not your dad or your mom, but still, bro, like, goodness gracious. Yo, what's up, Navy Blue and Shoes? Shout outs, fam. Like, we haven't seen this dang game yet. Can we please just see Star Fox before jumping to conclusions? Yeah. Like I said, I was only going off of, based off what Nate said, I was only going off of that, you know? I wasn't going off of what happened previously. I was going off of what Nate said. So, Star Fox isn't known for having online multiplayer. It's got online multiplayer. There's only one Star Fox game that has like real online multiplayer. That's Star Fox, what's it called? Star Fox Command on the DS. That's the only one. So we're talking, like I said, we're talking a big new Star Fox game, apparently with great graphics, with online multiplayer, with good writing and funny writing, you know, that does some new classic, but does some new things. To me, that just makes it seem like it's going to be a standard release, you know. But once again, I could be wrong. Like I said, maybe I'm wrong. All right, so maybe I'm wrong. All right, we can leave it there. Crimson Desert thoughts? I don't have any Crimson Desert thoughts. Like, I think the game looks cool, but I think I'm good. I'll pick it up when it's like Black Friday special.
Hey, you. I want to shake your
Justin
hand.
with the 3, I appreciate it.
I'll admit I get a little carried away with Kirby and Pokemon talk, but dang, read the room is a skill, I guess. Lol.
I mean, not even like reading the room. I just said, yo, man, I mean, like, chill on it, bro. I said you could be right. I said that. So it's like, I don't care what people complain about on Twitter if it's this before we even see the game. Before we even see, people gonna complain on Twitter. Based on, bro, we haven't even seen it. We need to see what it does. We haven't seen it. I don't know what it does yet, so. Oh my gosh, man. Let me just see the game first. Let's see. I'll buy it Star Fox for $70. I'm a Star Fox fan. Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't even matter what the price the game is. People will complain regardless. I mean, you got people making videos and complaining about Splatoon Raiders. You got people complaining about Splatoon Raiders. You got people complaining about the graphics, complaining that there's no PvP, complaining that about anything, that there's this or that there's that. Like, it doesn't matter. People will find something to complain about. You can be 50, you can be 20. Drag Cross Drive, people said that game's too expensive. It can be 10. Welcome Tour, that should have been a free game. It doesn't matter the price. It can be free. Felipe, it was free. Pokemon Champions was free, and Felipe was in here talking about people complaining. It doesn't matter if it's free, if it's 10, if it's 20, if it's 50, if it's 60, if it's 70, if it's 8, it does not matter. People will complain regardless, from free all the way to the top. So what's the point of bringing that up about people are gonna complain? People complain about free games. People complain about everything. And that's fine. People are allowed to complain and not, but to sit there and say, oh, because of this price, people are gonna complain. Dude, people complain about everything. It doesn't matter, like, what price the game is. People are gonna complain. People are gonna complain. So, let's see here. Fun, good graphics, like what? Well, no. Nate said that it's gonna have really good graphics. That the graphics are gonna look really good, not fun, good graphics. Mind you, they're the same people that keep saying Nintendo has set the precedent with $80 games. Looking almost a year later, Mario Kart World is still the only one. I mean, yeah, that's one thing that I've said as well. People told me that since Nintendo did that Mario Kart World is 80, that means it opens the door for every other company to do 80, and we're gonna see every other company do 80, and Nintendo's gonna do a lot more 80. And we have not seen that for any singular release, like no DLC and all that, right? We have not seen that yet at this point. Now, I'm still of the belief that Nintendo could do 80 for like the biggest games. Like, I'm still of the belief of that. But we haven't seen it yet, so I don't think we're out of the woods. I think when we're really out of the woods is that if Ocarina of Time Remake is like god tier graphics and is like 70, if it's like a high quality, in-depth, like legit Switch 2 graphical type game, then yeah, if that's 70/60, then we're out of the woods. They're not doing 80 again. But that could be, we'll see what happens, right? We'll see what happens. We're out of the woods like 90%. We still gotta wait for that next big 3D Mario game. We gotta wait for that next big 3D Mario game. That one is like, if that comes out the next, like in 2027, and that's like 60, 70, then all right, we're out. They're done with 80. I don't think it's coming back, you know? I don't think it's coming back. So let's see, isn't Kirby 80 on Switch 2? No, it's not technically 80 on Switch 2. And the reason why I say that is because that comes with the DLC. So if you want to just simply buy the game and then buy the DLC, you can get it for underneath 80s. So if we count Kirby as an $80 game, although I don't like that they do that, but if we count Kirby as an $80 game, then we got to count pretty much any deluxe edition of something. That's also an $80 game as well. Then we also got to count those as $80 games. Like if you buy Saros is an $80 game because there's a $10 deluxe edition. So then every game, or if there's like an expansion pass, then Persona 3 Reload, that was an $80 game because the expansion pass DLC, right? So that's the reason why I don't count Kirby or Tears of the Kingdom or Mario Bros. Wonder, because those have extra DLC, extra content on there. And once again, you can buy the game cheaper and then simply just pay the $20 for the DLC and you can get it for under 80. So I don't count that. Because like I said, if that's the case, then there's a million $80. Then like lots of games are 80 because there are all sorts of games that come with deluxe editions for 80 or 90 or whatever. Metaphor is a $100 game if you get the deluxe for that one. It's a standard $100 game if that's the case. So let's see here. My uncle who works at Nintendo said 3D Mario team is working on Hotel Mario 2. Hey, there we go. Hotel Mario 2 is coming out. It's gonna be good. What are your thoughts on Persona 3 Reload for Switch 2? It's much better now than it was at launch, and it's on sale too. So if you can get it for like $30, which I think that's what it is, that it's a good buy at 30. Still wish they did the handheld mode at 60 FPS, but outside of that, it's okay. Like it does, the dock does 60. Handheld, if you can deal with the 30 FPS, then that's fine. But it should have been handheld 60 as well, but whatever. But yeah, it's actually not a bad pickup now. At that price, at 30 or at 40, and now that there's the 60 FPS, and they fixed the frame pacing issues as well, so you get a much cleaner 30 FPS as you know with in portable mode than you got before. Excuse me. Mario typing, hey, let's go Mario typing. Now the standard editions outside of Mario Kart World have not been 80. Yeah, exactly. I'm talking about like the standard games. I'm not talking about games that come with extra content and DLC and things like that. So I'm not counting those because then we'd have to count all of them, right? $80 Zelda would have to be it'd have to be a massive game, or that would get like a lot of backlash, which I would not agree with that. I don't agree with the $80 stuff. But once again, if they come out with the remake of Zelda and it's like crazy, right? Like it's like wild, you know, and it's got like it's like really like uses the Switch 2. Like we're talking like looks like almost as good as like The Last of Us or something like that, right? So it's like the graphics are like if it looks like that Twilight Princess demo, but like 4K or like 1440p, but it looks as good as like the Twilight or like that Wii U tech demo, if it looks like better than that, and like they added content and it looks like incredible, then yeah, I mean, it's gonna be 70, 80. Like if they do 70, 80, I mean, people are gonna complain, but they're gonna buy it because it's freaking Ocarina of Time. Like if it looks incredible, but if it comes like with just like, oh, it looks like maybe like a Switch 1 game running at 4K or 1440p, or it has like a different art style, but like looks barely better than like Breath of the Wild or something like that, then yeah, that's gonna be like, yeah, people aren't gonna be like, oh my god, this is great. They're not gonna be as sold with that. So we gotta wait and see, you know, first. I don't know how it's going to be. So I'm waiting to see 3D Mario if that's 80 and the big Switch 2 game for the big Switch 2 games are done. Yeah, I think you can probably count on Zelda too. Like, we got to see Zelda. I think Mario was like the nail in the coffin, but I think the coffin just in general is Zelda, you know, is Zelda. I know like RGT said Fire Emblem, but no, I don't trust Fire Emblem or Star Fox or any of these other games because those games are not multi-massive selling. You know, Splatoon Raiders, that's obviously a smaller spin-off, right? Reusing that. So I'm talking about brand new, you know what I'm saying, big, what you're expecting to really push system seller type of game worldwide. That's like the mainline new game, you know, not spin-off or something like that. So, and like big IP, that's like, you know, obviously Mario, that's a 30 million selling IP. Zelda, 30 million selling IP. So we're talking like that, right? Or like Smash Brothers, 30 million selling IP. So, yeah, I don't think Fire Emblem. But yeah, RGT on the Spawncast, RGT was like, okay, well, we were talking on the Spawncast, we were talking about whether did Nintendo raise the price of physical, you know, compared to lowering the price of digital or whatever, right? So that's what people were talking about, right? Like, and RGT said that, well, we have to see Fire Emblem. And I think we even said Splatoon Raiders. I don't think, but I think his game was Fire Emblem. I think I personally said Splatoon Raiders, Dust Bloods, and Fire Emblem. Let's see those games. I think I said that, but I don't think he said that. So he was saying Fire Emblem. Like, he thinks that's going to be 80. So I'm like, I don't know if Nintendo thinks that they can get 80 for Fire Emblem. That's not... It's Fire Emblem. That doesn't... I mean, no game's ever sold more than 5 million units. Like, Fire Emblem, the best that it's ever done is 3 Houses at 4 million, you know? 4 million going on 5. So, I don't know if they think that that's going to be something that they can do that for, you know? But we'll see. I think Winds and Waves could end up being 80 and 70. I mean, I think it could, but I don't think it will. I don't think it will. They had a lot of success with Pocopia being 70. So I think the Pokemon company is gonna stick with that. I think they're gonna stick with 60s. I think they're gonna stick with 60, 70. But we'll see. RC also said the new Splatoon game is too cheap. Meanwhile, if it was 70, he'd be crying about it. It's too cheap. I don't know. It just looks like it looks like Splatoon 3. And it's a $50 game, so I don't see why there's a problem with that. I don't think it looks bad. I just think it looks like Splatoon 3, and it's expanded, so I don't see how it looks cheap. And it's not a full price game. It's $50 and $60, so I don't see a problem with it. Even if you think that it does, it's $50 for the digital version of the game. So it's not like they're charging $70 or $80. So it does. To me, there's no problem. Do you think they'll ever reduce Mario Kart World to 70 digitally? Maybe, but probably not. He meant the price. The price is too cheap, not the quality. Oh, okay. The price is too cheap, not the quality. Well, I think maybe he's kind of admitting that maybe he was wrong a little bit, because I think he thought the game would be more expensive than what it was. So maybe, I mean, I don't know. I need to see what he said. I need to watch the video. Or Figure John, you need to explain it to me better, exactly what was said. Then I can give my analysis. But I'll talk to him on the Spawncast this week. So I'll hear what he has to say there if he's on this week. So I'll talk to him there about it. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's too cheap. I mean, guys, listen. They're pricing it the way that I think they're probably pricing it based on how they feel when it comes to the development moving forward and what they feel they can get. You know, I think that's really what they're doing. So I think it was probably a small side team that made the game. You know, it's a Splatoon single player experience. It's not multiplayer. You don't got to worry about that. It's just online co-op. So I think that they're pricing it based off of that. And I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know, man. Like, let's just, I think it's just cool that, listen, they said variable pricing. People have complained about their prices for a long time. They're adjusting them now at this point. I mean, we can just be happy that, you know, we're getting the stuff like, hey, 60, 70, we're getting, you know, 50, 60. It's starting to play. Like, we've gotten 2 good things in a row. I mean, some people thought that Yoshi should have been cheaper, but we don't have the game yet. Looks like it's going to be expansive with a lot of content, and the art style looks nuts. But I get it, 2D platformer, people don't want to pay that much for it. but at least it's not, people were thinking that that could be 70, 80, or, you know, or people were thinking that's just gonna be 70 outright. So either way, right? Like, we can just be, it's fine that we're actually starting to get some stuff that's the variable price that they're talking about, which I said that was gonna happen, you know. So I don't know, man. I don't know. There's always something, right? There's always something. Let's see here. Yes, to be fair, that was precisely the context. He said he was wrong. He made a whole video about it. Okay, cool. Okay, so yeah, remember, and I prefaced that by saying, I don't remember if he agreed with me, because we both on the Spawn test, I know he was saying that he'd see if he was wrong based off of Fire Emblem, but so I think maybe he agreed with me when I was saying like Splatoon Raiders, Dust Bloods, and Fire Emblem, let's see those pricing, because he felt that maybe it was going to be 80 for Splatoon Raiders, right? I think because he said so. Maybe okay, so he agreed with me that it's going to be like, let's see those games, Splatoon Raiders, Fire Emblem, and all that. So yeah, he was wrong. Okay, which, you know, I mean, I knew that was going to be a thing, but you don't know. I mean, you win some and you lose some. I was wrong about Tears of the Kingdom and how much that was going to sell, but I'm on a little bit of a streak. Fire Emblem 4 remake, I'm wrong so far on that one. But when it comes to core things with Switch 2, like stuff like, how is this going to turn out? How are the sales going to turn out? How are, is there going to be backwards compatibility, you know? What about digital versus physical? Like, is it a price increase or a price decrease? I've been right about those things. So it looks like I was right so far. I'm not out of the woods yet though, guys. I'm not out of the woods yet because once again, even if Nintendo does this with these games, Fire Emblem and all that, we still gotta wait and see for Mario, or for, like, you know, some people with Pokemon, or for you know, or for Zelda. We gotta wait for all those, you know, so we gotta wait and see. I'm not, listen, if they do like the next major, I don't think I'm even out of the woods completely until like the next major Zelda comes. Like, I gotta see that game, because that might be the most ambitious thing Nintendo's ever done, right? In their history. That, not Zelda Ocarina of Time remake, because remember, you're building off of something that's already been made. So you do have a lot of the work, not all the work done, but you got a lot of the work done. You got basic structures done, you got items done, you got a lot of things already done with Ocarina of Time remake. Now, yes, you still have to program it, you still have to add, you still have to do, it's still a ton of work, right? You still remaking everything, but you have a base. You do not have to rethink the wheel, or you do not have to do all the brainstorming with a brand new game. So with this new Zelda game, they've got to do a lot more work. You know, they've got to think of everything. Sure, you have the base of, okay, I want Link, I want the princess, I want Ganon, or like the basic setup, but you got a lot more work to do. So when the next big Zelda game comes out, that game could be 80, you know? And then I'd be wrong. But then again, once again, it's like I'm wrong and I'm right, because they said they're not lowering the price of physical games. They've already had an $80 game. So to them, that could be the price that for some of their games, variable pricing. So even then, now obviously the internet is not going to look at it that way, because most of their games are not 80. But once again, technically speaking, they've had one that's 80, right? So that's part of their variable. And if they felt that Zelda is worth 80, but hey, if you want it digital, that's $10 cheaper. It's now 70, 80. So that can still happen. That can still happen. So I'm not out of the woods yet. Right now I'm floating good, you know, but I don't think RGT is completely wrong just yet. Partially, yes. Am I partially right? Yes. But we got to wait and see for the rest of this stuff, right? We got to wait and see. Yeah, Smash could be 80. Smash could be 80 as well. But the reason why I don't think Smash would be, because they're going to do DLC, so they're going to get 100 and something out of you anyway. So there's no Smash has microtransactions, or like little mini, you know, DLC. Smash has Smash has expansion pack. So I think with Smash there's no need to do it at that, because you're gonna get that money just based off of outfits and things like that anyway. So I don't think Smash would be, just because I think Sakurai would just say no, we're gonna put it at this. I don't think Sakurai would put it at 80. And I think Sakurai has the ability to say, no, it's going to cost this. Like, I think Sakurai can override them. So I don't think Sakurai is going to do it for 80. I don't think so. So, I don't think so. What's up, OG? Splatoon Raiders looks like another banger for Switch 2. Yeah, I think it's going to be good. Yeah, I agree. We're not out of the woods, but I think that the big question was whether the small games are going to be priced, though. I think so, too. So, Dane, we have some LARPers and we have some grifters among us, okay? So there were people that were thinking that everything, no matter what, was going to be $70 regardless, and now they're trying to sit here and about face and say, oh, well, no, no. Those people, get them out of here. Those people are frauds. We're not so I see what you're saying, you know. Who said that? I already forgot. But yes, Dane, yes, you're right about what you said about, yeah, there was a question whether all games. So for those people that are trying to sit there and damage control, okay, no, those are fraudulent. We'll call that out as we see it. So if you see one of those guys, make sure you let them know, no, you said this. I know people don't like when I do that, but I'm sorry, I'm going to do it. I'm going to keep doing it too. You're not just, here's the problem, Dane. People like saying things, but then don't like taking responsibility for when people bring it back up. It's like criminals. And I'm not saying this is it's a criminal act. I'm just giving you a weird, loose analogy. Criminals like committing crimes, but then get upset when they get caught and get punched. Oh, man, I don't know. Oh, yeah. You see them crying. You see them complaining. You see them whining. You see them begging. And I'm talking about the worst of the worst. Bro, all we're doing is using what you did, not against you. We are just simply telling you the truth. We are simply bringing up what happened and what you said, and now you've got a problem. Now you've got a problem. And people do not like this. When I do it, they people get really angry when people do this. This is what I've done with the new, back in my day, I'm going to go into a rant. Sorry, guys. I'm going to get that done in just a bit, Crispy Tofu. Back in my day, when you said something, you were held accountable. Like anywhere. Oh, yeah, my bad, man. I did say that. Oh, yeah, you know what? You know what? You're right. I did say that. My bad. You know, it is what it is. Okay. In today's day, if you bring up something to a content creator, they get so bent out of shape. They get so salty. Why are you bringing that up? They get so salty if you simply bring up something that they said in the past. That sounds hypocritical. So that's why I kind of stopped doing that. But man, content creators, because they're always saying stuff. They're just randomly saying things. And they don't even know what they say half the time. And when you bring it back up, they get so upset and salty. So those people, yes, those people are frauds. They get so upset. Even if that was 2 years ago. Yeah, so what? So. And I realized that when I looked at it, but I remember you saying it. I had some guy bring up something that I said 10, 15 years ago with the Wii U on Twitter. And I had no problem with him bringing that up, even though it was not relevant to what I was talking about today, which was me being right about people's talking about the prices or like Nintendo's business stuff that they do, business acumen compared to Microsoft and Sony. Dude brought up the Wii U. That was literally 14 to 15. It launched in 2012. We're going on 14 years ago, dude. And he brought that up. Oh, well, you weren't right about that. We weren't even talking about it. I'm like, dude, yeah, I know. And I was wrong. And I admitted that I was wrong. And I learned from my mistakes. I didn't even get salty. Because, yeah, I was wrong. So it's like, and that was like 14 years ago. Dude, 14 years ago. So I don't have a problem with people if I said something dumb and I didn't call myself out or if I didn't apologize, yeah, go ahead and bring it up. That's fine. I'll address it. I'm a man. I'll address it. But man, today's content creators, bro, don't bring up what they said wrong. Don't bring up stuff that they said even like a last year. Don't do it. They will get so angry at you. And they will, and they're fans too. Fans will chip at you and say, oh, you're just being petty and stuff. It's like, bro, no, that's not it. We're simply just holding to some standards. That's it. Like, if you just randomly say things and it's hypocritical because you have your own biases, there's nothing wrong with somebody bringing that up and saying it. If I said something before in the past, let me know, guys. Or if I made a video, let me know. All right, you know what? My bad. I was wrong on that one. I gotta take a chill pill. I gotta cool it on this because I was wrong. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, we should all be held accountable for what we say. If we say something wrong, there's nothing wrong with people bringing that up if it's relevant to the topic, if it's relevant to what you're discussing, or if you sound hypocritical. There's nothing wrong with bringing that up, positive or negative. Like I said, you want to bring it. If we talk about Wii U, OJ, you said Wii U was good. I know I said it. I was wrong. I apologize a million times. OJ, you were wrong about Switch 1, you know, with the NVIDIA versus AMD. Yup. Damn straight I was wrong. My bad, fam. Like, I apologize. Yes, I was wrong about that too. Like, if it's relevant, sure, you can bring it up, and I'll say, yep. Every time that it happens here with the we bring it up, or Party Man makes a little joke. Oh, you were apologizing with AMD, the AMD versus NVIDIA wars. People bring that up. People bring it up every now and then here, and I say, yep, I was wrong. It's okay. It's okay. It's the past. You can learn from it. You can get better. You can get better from it. You don't gotta try to bury it. You know. Unless it's like a painful, like, unless it's something like really negative and a painful moment, like something like personal tragedy, and like, yeah, you don't want to talk about stuff like that. That's different. Or we're talking about video games. Like, video games, obviously they're important and they're cool and they're everything like that, but it's not a personal tragedy. It's not like, it's like, oh man, you can't bring that up. Like, yeah, you can. You know, like, yeah, you can. Crispy Tofu with the dollar donut says, hey, OJ, was Star Fox Zero really that bad? It wasn't Crispy Tofu. Like, there was some really good things about it. There was some really bad things about it. What exactly made people dislike it? The controls. The graphics weren't good enough for some people. The controls, the focus of the game, and the fact that it was a rehash of Star Fox 64. Now, obviously, they told a new story-ish and added new elements to it, but it is still kind of like a rehash of Star Fox 64. So, yeah, those are all the things. 15 years ago, the Wii U was retro soon. I think GameStop already stated that Wii U's retro, so... I comforted you years later because you said Mario Kart 9 would be cross-platform. I thought it was going to be cross-platform. Yeah, I thought it was. Which we already talked about that. We've discussed that so much. So yeah, I thought it was going to be, but it wasn't. Because I thought it was taking so long. I'm like, oh, they're going to do cross-platform at some point. And listen, it almost was cross-platform. They were working on it. They're like, okay, they were kicking the can across the road, but then the Switch 2 came along and they're like, all right, let's do it for Switch 2. But the game was just, it was way more ambitious than I thought it was going to be, you know? Let's see. I was skeptical about the pricing change, but I immediately came here to say I was wrong. It's crazy. They can't do that. Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's so easy. It's not that big of a deal. Like, it's really not. Like, it's really not that big of a deal. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's okay, but yeah, I mean, like, shout out to RGT. Like, if what figure drawing is saying is correct, or maybe you guys can let me know because I didn't watch the video. Sorry, RGT. I mean, I don't have as much time to watch videos as I used to, man. Like, if he was saying that he was wrong about it because of the pricing, hey, shout outs to him, you know? Good stuff. Let's see. Yeah, true. It was being planned for Switch 1 in that respect. You were kind of right. Yeah, I mean, that's why I thought it would be cross-gen, because I'm like, okay, this game's got to come out on Switch 1, right? They've been making it for Switch 1, and they started development, I think, what did they say, 2017 for the game? For Mario Kart World? 2017 or 2018? So they were working on it 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, and it was around like what, 2021. I think after COVID, they were like, yeah, this is a problem. Like, we can't get it to run properly. And then like the Switch 1 came along. They kind of knew what they wanted to go for specs and all that, and it was shaping up like, oh, let's put it on here. So I mean, like, yeah, for like the longest time, I'm like, hey, look, they're working on Mario Kart. I mean, that's what I felt. I heard that's what I felt. They're working on Mario Kart. The Mario Kart team is always working on Mario Kart. They're always working on Mario Kart, whether it's DLC, whether it's the next game, they're always working on Mario Kart because Mario Kart's massive and they can make a lot of money off Mario Kart. So they're always working on it. So I knew that they were working on it. I just couldn't prove it, and there was no evidence to show that. It was airtight. There were no rumors either. It was just speculation for the most part, you know? I consider Mario Kart 8 Deluxe to be Mario Kart 9. I mean, in some sense, it is kind of a different game than Mario Kart 8. But yeah, I mean, it's still just an expansion, like a massive expansion of Mario Kart 8. At the time I discussed this with you, it would be very unusual to have 2 Mario Kart games on one platform. Yeah, it's very that obviously, but I mean, I was thinking since it was a port, right? So I would say Mario Kart 9 was coming 28. A player since I would say Mario Kart 9 was coming since 2018. LOL, but ended up being wrong and it being cross-gen. And wrong about it being cross-gen. Yeah, I thought it would be cross-gen. I thought it would be cross-gen myself, but you know, they went for a different, like Mario Kart, there was no reason for it to be cross-gen because Mario Kart 8 was still selling. Mario Kart 8 still sells. So in that sense, I should have had better analytics. And that's why for the next time, if something like this comes around, I'm going to look at it more deeply. But one thing that you could have looked at and said, wait a minute, there is no need for it to be cross-gen. Mario Kart 8 still sells like crazy. Mario Kart 8 still selling. They do not need it to be cross-gen because people are still going to buy Mario Kart 8. Whether this game is cross-gen or not. This game, Mario Kart World could have been cross-gen, and people would still buy Mario Kart 8. People would still buy Mario Kart. Even if it was cross-gen, people would still go out there and buy Mario Kart 8. So what I should have done, I should have analyzed that and said, wait a minute, guys. Mario Kart 8 is still selling like crazy. We know that Nintendo added extra content. All the extra content that we got in Mario Kart 8 was because they were surprised and shocked on how well it was doing. So that already they felt good. They felt really good about Mario Kart 8. There is no need for this game to be for Mario Kart World to be cross-gen. There's no need. People are gonna buy Mario Kart 8 till the end of time, it seems like. And remember, we could have analyzed it from before. We could have analyzed it and said, but wait a minute, Mario Kart Wii sold well into the Wii U's life. Mario Kart 7 sold for a hot minute afterwards. Like all these Mario Kart games be selling. So that's where the better analysis needs to come in from me. You know, that's my bad. I should have analyzed it better. That information was readily available, you know, and I did not do a good job. I usually look at that type of stuff, right? Like when I said Breath of the Wild would be cross-gen, I looked at that. I'm like, I think Breath of the Wild is gonna be. I made a video years before, and I told Nintendo. I literally told it. You can look it up. I said, Nintendo, do not Skyward Sword Zelda Wii U. I made this well before the Switch was even like. Before we knew all the details about Switch. I was like, don't do the same thing because Skyward Sword came out, but the sales were bad. Skyward Sword didn't, I mean, not bad, but the sales were not incredible. They did not continue on like, you know, like really good. Like it didn't outsell Twilight Princess or something like that, right? So it's like, I used the analysis of the previous game to make my analysis of the future game. And I did not do a good enough job with Mario Kart, like analyzing the previous game to make my analysis for the future game. So that's my bad, you know? Yeah, you can always learn from your mistakes, but you're gonna make more. Everyone's gonna make more mistakes in the future, but I'll try not to make that mistake again. Or at least put some ambiguity, if I'm saying that right. I put some like, I said the word wrong. I know what it means.
Ambiguity.
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 Ambiguity. Yeah, put some ambiguity on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, more open for discussion and interpretation, not just, I think this, you know? So, there you go. I think I said it right maybe the first time. Let's see, you're gonna miss the directs with the Today app? Yeah. No, they're still doing directs. I'll just put that in the title because people were trying to say, like, there's not gonna be any more directs because Nintendo Today. Nah, we're gonna get them. Skyward Sword is my favorite Zelda. Takes cover. There's nothing wrong with liking Skyward Sword the most. I do not care if you like Skyward Sword the most. Like, in my opinion, you're allowed to like whatever game you like the most, however you want to like the game. Like, to me, it doesn't matter. It's what you play, right? You play what you want to play. You do what you want to do. So, but remember too, guys, we have a brand new 30 big leaked and rumored games. That video is doing surprisingly good for a you know, major compilation video. Usually these videos take a while to get going, but I think this video is going to hit 10K plus in the first day. And these videos are usually long-term type of long-term views, evergreen type of stuff. So Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. A lot of you guys watched it. I did see that a lot of the regulars that, you know, come here and watch it. So thank you guys so much for that. I appreciate it. So if you haven't seen it, please put it in your watch later. It is a long video. It's about, you know, it's about 37 minutes, 36 minutes and 30 seconds. So it is a bigger video. That video took me all day yesterday to do. All day yesterday. I was editing in the morning. I did a stream, and then afterwards I edited at night just to get the music and everything wrapped up in there. So check out that video. I think it's really good. We're probably gonna have like a news video about Splatoon Raiders for tomorrow as well. And then I'll work on my after that, I'll work on my Xenoblade video. I will work on the Xenoblade video because I think we're gonna take tomorrow off from streaming unless something big happens. So I will work on the Xenoblade video tomorrow. I'll start scripting. I'll start writing out what I want to say, general points of what I want to say. Capture some footage tomorrow, so there'll be a full work day. But yeah, we will have a video talking about probably Splatoon Raiders and something else. We'll get some of the news. But yes, check out that video. Put it in your watch later. I think it's a good video, man. People are really enjoying it. 98% like to dislike ratio. Going on 500 likes, so appreciate that. 164 comments plus, so shout outs, guys, man. Appreciate that. Let's see here. Use my hype on that video. Thank you. I appreciate that, Dane. Thank you for strategically using your hypes. So thank you so much, man. Yeah, and those hypes really help out. I think that's the reason why, Dane, your hypes for certain vids, those help push it a little bit higher, you know, in the algo for those, you know, under 500,000 content creators. So I'm surprised to be honest, I'm surprised I even qualify for the hypes, considering you know, I have 100K and barely any, you know, I think only like 5 to 10% of the channels here on YouTube have 100K. So I'm surprised I even qualify, but I'm thankful for it, you know, because it does help out on certain videos. Let's see. I think we get a direct in June. I agree, Psychic Cat. I think we get a direct in June as well. Late May or June. I have the game physical on Switch already. Just need to find the time to play it. Oh, okay, cool. I mean, what game are you talking about? Great Wall. You talking about Skyward Sword? Yeah, I thought they were gonna do DLC sooner for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. But the thing that threw off was them announcing DLC 5 years after it launched. Yeah, I mean, they saw how much it was selling, and they're like, oh my gosh, this thing keeps selling and keeps selling and keep that 60 bucks. It's just people are buying, and then holiday rolls around. Oh, you get Mario Kart with it. Everyone rush it out. Go buy the Mario. Those Mario Kart 8 Wii or Switches. Those were like best sellers over the holiday, man. Switch, it's crazy. People would just go out there and like snap them up and like give them away at Christmas. Like, okay, they've already bought it. I'll buy another one. Galacticus with the $10 dono.
Some support here for the years of followed the channel. Sorry I can't support more. Here in Portugal, it's already difficult to live and maintain my game collection. Thank you for the content.
You never have to apologize for just watching my content. Or if you drop a dono, I'm not gonna be like, oh well, you just watch all my content, you know. Dude, I know listen, it's expensive, man. Everywhere is. So whether it's $1, whether it's 10, whether you can't support today or tomorrow, here's what I know, man. Here's what I've been doing this in Galactus. You've been around for, I don't treat you any differently. Why? You don't have to. I'm gonna treat everybody good and all that stuff. Obviously, if you drop support, I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, hype, I appreciate that, and I'm gonna show my appreciation. But I show my appreciation for everybody that comes through, you know, no matter. But you've been around for a long time, brother. We need viewers, we need everybody here, so I appreciate that. And yeah, don't ever apologize for supporting someone, you know, even if you can't support more. I understand, man, I get it. But for those who can, or when you can, or whatever it is, dude, I appreciate that. That you didn't have to give me that, and you did. And I understand that, you know, games are expensive and all that. But I appreciate everybody that does drop support. If you do, please put a music request in the message, and I will play a video game track that I can play. All right. So shout out to Galactus. If you want a track, let me know, and I got you, brother. I got you. I need a top 30 game. Yeah, you know what? I thought about doing stuff like that, man. I really did. Dane, and I want to just say real quick, not to try to do the super glazing, but Dane, your questions and comments from when you first started coming here to not at this point, I mean, you're still, like, we joke around, you're still silly and have fun and everything, so I'm not trying to say, like, you're all serious and all that. But holy smokes, man, it's, like, been dramatically improved from when you first started. I just wanted to point that out. Anyway, but yes, like your suggestions and things. Like I've taken a lot of your advice and your suggestions. Like I do, like a lot of people here. But then, like from the first time that you started coming in, because I remember compared to now, like it's been a lot better. So thank you, man. I appreciate that. And yeah, top 30 Game Boy games. I never even really thought about that too much, but I think that'd be a good video to do. I remember the video that I did on the 3DS games. That was kind of slow, but it ended up being really good. So maybe I'll do that. Yeah, maybe I'll do Game Boy. Maybe I'll do Game Boy, or maybe I'll do like GBA. I like GBA more than I like Game Boy. So maybe I'll do GBA. Maybe I'll do like more portables, you know. OJ be like, Umar, we need more donations. If you give me 10, I need 20. No, I'm not. Wait a minute. No, I'm not like that. I'm not like Umar. I'm not like that. I appreciate anything that I get, man. I appreciate anything that I get, dude. I'm lucky. Shout outs. Combo breaks. Platinum break. Let's go, too. Platinum and a half. Hoping send directly around the corner. We do need one. May just be partner showcase. May just, we might get a partner showcase soon, like this month, but I'm guessing we won't, and I'm guessing they're just gonna wait till. I mean, we could get a partner showcase next month, but I think they're just gonna wait till June and do a Nintendo Direct. That's what I'm thinking that they're gonna do. So, don't you find that a little suspicious? Says Umar, glad you don't know who that is. Listen, man, don't worry about Dr. Umar. GBC, don't. Most of y'all don't worry about Dr. Umar. Don't worry about him, man. Don't worry about Umar. Don't worry about it. Let's see here. You probably don't want to know. You probably don't want to know. Or it's probably just, for like most people, it's irrelevant to their life. Like it doesn't concern you, you know? Like it literally does not concern you, you know? So there's no point in knowing who he is or what he does. Let's see here. Is Umar still making content? I used to see videos with him, but yeah, in a while. No, what Umar are you talking about? You talking about the Umar that we're talking about? Yeah, he still makes videos on his Instagram. I saw a video where a bus pulled up and they were like, Black Queens forever, nobody's that. Like they were like just being silly, like a bunch of young kids. They were obviously just like joking. And he was like, hey, what's up, guys? Oh, he still make content, yeah. He still make content. Yeah, I mean Game Boy Advance, really? So that's great. Yeah, Game Boy Advance. Then I might do GBA. It's about time because we did that one. How many months ago did we do, or years ago did we do that 3DS video? That 3DS video popped off late. It popped off real late. Like that 3DS video, 3DS best. That 3DS video, yeah, that was July 10th, 2024. So that was going on 2 years ago. And that video was like, it was like flopping well, not flopping, but it was not doing well. And then all of a sudden it did well. But I think if I put it, like the reason why I think that it didn't do as well is because I made the Mario and the Link the full thing. What I should have done was put a new Nintendo 3DS like screen, like on a screen, like superimpose it on a screen with Mario at the top and Link on the bottom. That's what I should have done. Or like if I would have done that, then I think it would have done better. I think the algorithm took a little bit of time to pick up on like what was he even talking about, you know, like from the thumbnail, like people. So that's why I think it did trash at first, but then it ended up getting, that video ended up getting nearly 50K views. That ended up getting 50K views, and I still get views every single day. There's still some people that watch it. And that video got me over 114 new subs. So that's really good. If you can get a video that gets you, you know, 30, 40, 50, 60, 100 subs, that's good, you know, so definitely good. No one is obligated to donate, but it's a pleasure to be able to offer a little support whenever I can for the content I've followed for years. Music Street Fighter 3, blow my mind. All right, I got you, man. Yeah, I appreciate it, brother. If you guys appreciate the content, you can drop something. I appreciate that. But if you want to talk about whatever, it's cool. It's all good. It's all good in the hood. All right, let's see here. Street Fighter. All right. Dudley, you should try Sphinx and Curse Mummy if there's a chance. Very addicting and like Zelda-like in ways taking place in Egypt. I heard about that game. I think I might have played it, but I don't remember it. I'm just looking forward to the DLC season for Mario Kart World. The bundles will likely come back too. And its GG sales going to continue to increase. Yeah, I think Nintendo would be smart to bring back the bundle for the holiday. I think that like Mario Kart World bundle, bring it back, man. But you know what would be super dope if it's a limited time bundle and they say, hey, Mario Kart World with the Switch 2, $450. Man, imagine that. Or maybe like $479, right? $479.99, $450 or $479.99. That would be good. I would love that for people, you know, holiday season. I think that's something that they're going to address. I think the new Devin Pritchard, the new CEO, and with the other dude, Shibata dude, I think they're looking at a few different things. I would not be surprised if they end up just saying, man, just go ahead, because people are buying. Apparently people are buying Mario Kart World at 80. You know, apparently people are. Like, I don't know how many of those Mario Kart World bundles are left. Do you guys see those Mario Kart World bundles? Because I no longer see those Mario Kart World bundles. But I can look on the eShop and see that Mario Kart World is still it's still one of the top selling games on the eShop. So let's take a look. And I do not see those Mario Kart World bundles anywhere here in the US. But the eShop, we can see the eShop sales, right? So it's like, I'm looking at it and I'm like, okay, people are buying the game for 80. Yeah, Mario Kart World is number 2, bro. It's number 2. That's it right there. I know it's kind of hard to see with the light, but it's number 2 on the eShop. So I don't think those are all people just redeeming the code, because I don't know where those bundles are. Yeah, those bundles are gone here in the US. Maybe you can find them in different places or online, but Amazon don't got them, and Walmart don't got them. All these places don't got them. So yeah, I don't know, man. Like, it doesn't seem likely to me. So the top 10 or the top 20: Pocopia, Mario Kart World, Mouse PI, Pragmata, Pokemon Legends ZA, Switch 2 Edition, Super Mario Bros. Wonder, Switch 2 Edition, the Switch 2 update for Mario Bros. Wonder, the Mario movie putting in work there, Donkey Kong Bonanza in at number 8, Cyberpunk is on sale again on the Switch 2 for $40. So that's up to number 9. Cyberpunk is going to be an evergreen. Whenever it goes on sale, people are going to buy it. Pragmata, the special edition, for $70. Mario Tennis Fever, once again, people saying it's not. It's number 11. It's right up. It's right there. It's still in the top 20, top 15. Mario Party Jamboree, number 12. Hades is on sale, so up to number 13. Animal Crossing, the Switch 2 edition. Vampire Crawlers, Zelda Breath of the Wild, Skyrim, that's on sale for $30. Tears of the Kingdom, number 18. Split Fiction, that's on sale for $34. No Man's Sky, that's on sale for $23. So that rounds up the top 20. So, you know, evergreens mixed with a few different new games here and there. Yeah, they need to do a Bayonetta sale. That'd be great. That'd be good. I already have all the games, but yeah, that'd be good. Mouse for PI for Hire, number 2 under Pocopia. Well, here in the US, it's number 3. But it might be number 2 wherever you're at. But here in the US, it's number 3. Seriously, the digital MK World should be 70 based on Nintendo's new standard. It should, but they stated that starting from Yoshi and beyond. So they're not retrofitting everything. So yes, it should be under the new standard, but they're not going back and retrofitting everything. So obviously then Donkey Kong Bonanza should be 60 digital, right? And 70 for the physical copy. They're not going back and putting Donkey Kong at 60. Everything should be a bit cheaper, right? Not just Mario Kart World. Everything should be, if that was the case. But they're not doing that. They're saying from Yoshi and beyond, you know. So I wish that they did, but I mean, I already got all those games, but I wish that they did for other people, but that's not happening. I wonder what will dethrone Pocopia. I think the only game that can truly dethrone Pocopia that has a realistic chance is like Splatoon Raiders, because that's like a big IP that's gonna be like, it's $50 digital. That's gonna sell really good digital. I see Splatoon Raiders selling at $50. It becomes almost $40 budget buy back in like the 6th gen days. Like when you saw a game for $40, you're like, oh wow, $40, or $30, you're like, oh wow, 30. You know, So it becomes almost like I'll just buy it, right? 50 bucks. It's not 70. It's not 80. It's not 60. It's 50. That's like GameCube, right? So it's like, I think for a lot of Switch 2 owners, they're going to just be like, all right, I'll check it out. Even if I don't like it, I'll check it out. It's Splatoon. People like this franchise. So I think Splatoon Raiders is probably going to be the game that dethrones it, because there's just going to be a lot of people just checking it out because it's 50 bucks and because it's Splatoon. And it's a single player game too, which is awesome. Let's see here. Mouse PI is 30. Yeah, I know what price. I know what price Mouse PI is, but no, Mouse PI won't dethrone Pacopia. And the reason why Mouse PI won't dethrone Pacopia, because one, it's a third-party game, but also two, the physical release is coming out later, so less people are gonna buy it digital and buy it physical. And number three, the sales are based off of revenue generated at 30 bucks, and the sales rate and volume, they have to sell 3 times as many copies to be able to dethrone Pacopia, because it's only 30 bucks and it's based off of revenue. So for every 1 copy of Pacopia that sells, Mouse PI has to sell 3 copies to be able to leapfrog Pacopia. So I don't think they're gonna do that. For every 1 Pacopia, 3 Mouse PIs, that's not happening. Plus Mouse PI is multi-platform. It's on Steam, people are buying it on there. It's on Xbox, right? It's on PlayStation, it's on everything. So I don't think there's gonna be enough people. Whereas Pacopia is an exclusive, so you can only buy it, and it's Pokemon. And once again, the price, it's 70. So that's the reason why that Mouse PI is probably not. And that's the reason why you don't see cheaper price games usually in at number 1. You'll probably never see a cheaper price game that's like under $50 or 60. You probably won't see those games dethrone number 1, because it's revenue based, not copies based, you know? So they would have to sell millions of copies digital just for Switch 2 or something. Yeah, they'd have to, for every 1 Pacopia copy that sells, they have to sell 3 to be able to pass up Pacopia. They're not going to sell, it's not going to outsell Pacopia 1 to 3. Nah. On the eShop, Pacopia is too big. It's too powerful. It's selling too well. It's too popular. People are buying Switch 2 simply for Pacopia. Nobody's buying a Switch 2 for Mouse PI, you know? That new astronaut game is fire. You're talking about Pragmata? Yeah, it's pretty good. What up, big dog? How you doing? Hey, what's up, Hylian? I'm just gonna call you Highland T. Yo, shout outs, man. Good to see you too. Welcome. Shout outs to Twitch. I'm always getting physical. Digital's a beast on SD card. Ouch. The only thing with digital that I like is the speed of the loading. If you load, if you buy digital and you're playing like a big RPG or any game, really, most games, dude, if it's on your if it's on the actual flash memory of your Switch 2, it is lightning. Like Xenoblade Chronicles loads so fast. It is shocking how fast the game loads. Like, it is legitimately shocking. It's like, usually with Switch 1 games or Switch games, I load it up and I have to wait a little bit. Okay, wait, you see the little thing, okay, good. But like Xenoblade X, it's like I look away then look back and it's like loaded up, and then like to boot into the game, it's fast too. So that, I'd say like that's the only thing, like when you're lazy and you don't feel like grabbing cartridges, or if you just want the fastest possible loading time to get into games and for loading times into games, that's the real advantage to me of digital. And convenience. If I'm going somewhere, I don't have to worry about grabbing my cartridge and putting it in the, you know, on my Switch 2. Like, I can just pick it and it's just easy. So I'm a physical guy. You guys know I love physical, but I'll be honest, some of the games that I have digital, I'm very happy that they're digital. Some of the stuff that I play digital, I'm very happy that it's digital and not physical. Found the missing Steam Deck stock. All right, I got you. Slowest game with the loading times was Lego Movie 2, the video game. Yeah, I never played Lego Movie 2. Monsters Fever, you can leave mash buttons to skip the initial black screen on Switch 2 logo. It's instant. I didn't know that. I didn't feel that it was that long though for the loading in that game. But I didn't know you can mash buttons. That seems weird. All right, let me look at the chat here. The lost stock of Steam Decks. Oh, okay, yeah. It was Kojima. Kojima has all the Steam Decks. That's where all the sales came from, was Kojima with the Steam Decks right here. All these Steam Decks back and forth, left and right. So all the Steam, he got the Steam. He got the Steam for the Steam Decks. That's why it lost Steam. You know? Shout outs though, guys, man. I appreciate the support. Like always, hit that like button. If you have not hit that like button, I really appreciate it. Hit that like button. Let them know that we are streaming out here. We are out here getting it done. So let's go. Thank you guys so much, man. I appreciate that. Let's go. Steam Decks are unicorn. They're unicorns, man. They're unicorns. Nobody knows about how awesome, the awesomeness of them, man. That's what it comes down to. I'm so happy that I'm back on what's it called though? I'm back on Twitch too as well. I think we should also add in Twitter or Facebook. I think I'm gonna subscribe to the Restream stuff. I think the reason why Restream started messing up was because YouTube completely rehauled some of their aspects of the live streaming. Because I noticed that the interface that you use and all the things that was added on YouTube are also now added on Restream. So I think Restream was struggling with that change, and that's why Restream started messing up. But they fixed it all now. So Restream's it's been good, man. It's been solid. It's been, dare I say, better than YouTube when it comes to it. I don't want to jinx myself though, so maybe I shouldn't say anything. I'd be surprised if Splatoon Raiders sold 10+ million copies like the mainline games, considering many people insist on ignoring Splatoon's fun single-player modes. It should still sell very well. Yeah, I'm not saying that it's going to sell 10 million plus. I didn't say that. I just thought that what's going to dethrone Pacopia in the short term. No game has been able to sell more than Pacopia has since it launched. It's been #1 on the eShop literally since March 6th. So it's been #1 for a month plus, going on 2 months. So I was just simply bringing up a game that I think that could dethrone Pacopia, #1 on the eShop, and I think that game is going to be Splatoon Raiders. Now, do I think it's going to sell 10 million LTD, lifetime to date? No. I don't think it's going to sell 10 million plus like the regular games, because the multiplayer is a huge aspect. Like the PvP is a huge aspect of why people buy Splatoon. It's a big aspect. So I don't think they're going to have as many people. However, I think the $50 price tag is going to really attract a lot of people. I think that you can probably get a 40 or 50% split off the people from that have bought Splatoon over the course of the life, that have bought Splatoon 3 or Splatoon 2. I think you can get about 40% of those people. So I think you can get about 5 million in sales. You know, I think you can get about 5 million in sales for this game. Now, if it does better, 5 million plus. Now, if it does better, then obviously great. You know, but I think at that price tag, and the fact that it's a single player focused game at that price tag, and it can bide the time till Splatoon 4 comes out, you know, maybe next year or something like that. They have Splatoon 4, so I think it's gonna do well. I think it's gonna do really well. That $50 price tag is gonna be key. I think it's gonna be really key for the game doing well. Let's see here. Borrowed my friend's Steam Deck, used it twice, had to spend my afternoon after work to install emulators in my games. After I'd rather just play Switch. Pretty much, Jeff Shadow, man. That's just, like I said, if you're serious about the emulation stuff, Steam Deck's really good for that. But for me, it's just, I don't know, man. I'm obviously I'm serious about games and I love games, but I'm not like that serious. Like, I gotta do all that. Got the Steam Deck, never play it. I got all the systems and Xbox function the best, but Switch 2 is just too convenient. Yeah, the convenience is good for Switch 2. It just loads up fast and it's just easy, and it's got Nintendo's first party games. So there you go. If a Zelda release, would you want just a remaster or an overhaul remake? You talk about Ocarina of Time? I mean, yeah, I'd want a remake. I mean, they've already remastered Ocarina of Time. If you're talking about that game, they got a remaster on the 3DS. I still believe it'll be fun. I think it wasn't the right time to receive Splatoon 4, considering Splatoon 3 just had an update. Still very much alive. Yeah, I think they want to take some more time with Splatoon 4. I think Splatoon 4 is going to be a lot bigger transition. Like, you know, Splatoon 1, Splatoon 2, Splatoon 3. You can look at all those games and say, okay, here's the evolution of those games. Here's what they did. They all kind of have like a similar, it's 4-on-4. excuse me, it's this is what they're doing, you know, this is how the game operates. Yeah, there's new weapons, there's new items, there's new this, there's new that, but has a similar structure in order for people to be comfortable with that. I think with Splatoon 4 they want to do something kind of different. They probably want to increase the player count. Maybe instead of 4-on-4, it's 6-on-6. I think 6-on-6 would be good. And then, or even 5-on-5, or maybe even you have different team sizes, or you can have 2v2v2v2v2, you know, stuff like that. You need some extra processing power for stuff like that, though, right? You want it to run at 60, you want it to be in depth, you need some processing power, you need some time to make something like that. So I think that's what they're doing with Splatoon 4. They're going to make it a bigger game, they're going to change the rules, they're going to have new main rule sets, which I thought some of this stuff for Splatoon 3, but really they just wanted to, you know, put it for the Switch 1 and adapt all the things. So I think that they're going to do quite a bit of retooling for Splatoon 4. I don't think it's going to be the same 4-on-4 and the same, okay, just Turf War. I think they're going to add in things that are unique to Switch 2 when it comes to processing and when it comes to ability within the game. So we'll see, though. We'll see what they do. Splatoon is making us wonder what type of game it's going to be like. What Splatoon game are you talking about? Splatoon Raiders? Well, I mean, they showed off what game it's going to be like. It's a single player, you know, third-person single-player shooter game. You know, looting, collecting, customization. I thought Raiders was a multiplayer or co-op raids. That's too bad. I love Splatoon single. Too bad I love Splatoon single player. Well, they when they first revealed the game, they said it's a single player spinoff. That's what they said. It's a single player spin-off game. They said that from the very beginning last year. So there is co-op, but it's like co-op where you can go fight in the same area. Like you can fight and you can like collect like resources and things like that, and then probably bring those resources back to your game, the single player. So or you can just play the single player with somebody else in like co-op. So they said that from the very beginning that it's a spin-off single player experience. You know. I got you. I missed that. Yeah, you definitely missed it. It was because it was very obvious. Here, I'll show you. Splatoon Raiders debut. I can show you what they said, man. I can show you. So 10 months ago, here's the first trailer for Splatoon Raiders. This was the first ever trailer for the game. When they so it was a while ago, 10 months. Hey, later, take it easy, GBC cat. I don't know why, but the open world of Splatoon Raiders trailer reminded me of Mario Bowser's Fury. Maybe a little bit. I don't know if it was ever like seen as like an open world game though. Wait, did you see that part right there? Right there. A Splatoon spinoff. So they said it right there, and they didn't show multiplayer. They said it's a spinoff from the very beginning. I'll show you one more time. A Splatoon spinoff. So they tell you from the very beginning, yo, this is a spin-off game. This is not the same as the multiplayer and all that, right? And then what they show you is they show you single-player stuff. They show you deep cut, right? And then they show you just shooting they just show you shooting enemies, right? Or just by yourself. They don't show you multiplayer action at all. So they just show that it's going to be more of like you're just like collecting resources or fighting and doing things like that. They even got a little boss thing here too.
What's crackin', Squid Squad? Incoming report from the Squid Research Lab. Without further ado, we're excited to share our latest findings.
Yeah. Man, this looks like a GameCube game.
What you just witnessed
Should
are
be
signs
DLC.
of the first ever Splatoon spin-off game coming ashore. Splatoon Raiders. Playing As a mechanic, you'll go on an adventure in the mysterious Spiralite Islands alongside Deep Cut. Splatoon Raiders is launching exclusively on the Nintendo Switch 2 system, but research is still underway. We'll report more on our findings when the results are in.
So then they transition into the Splatoon 3. I think this is what might have tripped some people up. They transition straight into the update for Splatoon 3, but they clearly tell you, hey, this is Splatoon 3. You know, this is, you know, it's that. But yeah, that I mean, they told us from the beginning, you play as a mechanic. You know, it's a single player adventure game. You know, but yeah, some people did miss that. Some people did miss it. He was joking around with the whole GameCube thing, but I mean, listen, man, it's $50 like a GameCube game. It's priced digitally like a GameCube game, so I'll take it, man. I will take it. I will take it. Sorry for the cami blast into the ear. All right, let's see here. Now I'm more interested. I'm getting it. How could Nintendo forget about Mario? He's the main mascot. They forgot about Mario, man. They forgot. It's a joke. It's kind of like a joke. I'm getting Splatoon Raiders. Oh, yeah, I'm picking up Splatoon Raiders day one. I think at the $50... I mean, I was going to get it regardless. Don't get me wrong. But at the $50 price tag, it becomes like a... Okay, like, no-brainer. Like, yeah, of course. Yeah, just pick it up. It's probably going to be solid. It's going to be, like, good enough, you know? So, yeah, I'm definitely picking it up. If they announce Expedition 33 for Switch 2, is anyone going to get it? Yeah? I mean, if it's a good port of the game... Alright, take it easy, Dream a Little Mo. If it's a good port of the game, I see Expedition 32 doing... 32. Expedition... Claire Obscure Expedition 33. I see it doing really good. Yeah, I see it doing... I think it's going to be solid. I think it's going to be a solid... people will pick it up for sure. Portable Expedition? Portable Expedition 33? That sounds like a good idea to me. I mean, the only way that I won't pick it up is if they cheap out. Like, if they cheap out and they don't use DLSS and they don't get it at 60 FPS, at least in battles. I don't mind 30 FPS out of battles. That's fine if you want to do 30 FPS out of battles. But in battles, I need 60 because of the timing for the button presses. Like, I did 30 with Paper Mario, and while it's a great game, that 30 does not feel right. I need 60 with the timing of the button presses. So, and like same thing with Mario and Luigi, Brothership, like the 30 FPS with timing based, context sensitive stuff, like it's okay on the Super Nintendo, but I'm so used to Super Mario RPG, Super Mario RPG on the Switch 2 or even the Switch 1, that was 60 FPS in battles. It helps with the timing. The timing is even better than the Super Nintendo one. So for me, I need the 60 FPS in battles. So if they do that, like Monster Hunter, where outside of battles it's not, but in battles it's 60, I'll take it. But if they do 30 in battles and out, it's like, all right, I'm out. Like, I'm not, I might buy it just to support it because it's Expedition, but still, like, I'm not going to be happy about it, you know? So. I'll get Expedition 33 for Switch 2. I dropped it when I was playing on Game Pass PC because I prefer turn-based on a handheld. Yeah, I mean, it'd probably play really good on a ROG Ally, but I mean, you'd have to get a ROG Ally. Yeah, like a ROG Ally X. It'd probably play really good on a ROG Ally X. That probably plays smooth, but it's a ROG Ally X, you know. Maybe Justin can let us know how it plays. Justin, you got Expedition 33? Let us know how it plays on there. I started playing Metro Prime 4 and ran into the infamous Mackenzie. Yeah. You realize that it's not that bad. It's not, well, at least I felt that it wasn't, but some other people did, so it's fine. Yeah, frame rate is a priority for Expedition 33. Parry timing is too critical for that game. Yeah, it really is, man. Like, it really is. So I hope that they get that right, you know? I haven't finished Expedition on PS5. I might not double dip. You haven't finished it? You don't like the game? Yeah, well, if you don't like the game, then yeah, don't get it. Like, but if you haven't finished Expedition 33, not because like Elias's situation where he said that he just likes playing portable, but if you haven't finished just because, if you haven't finished it just because you're just like, whatever, I don't feel like finishing it, then yeah, don't double dip, you know? But I mean, the game's freaking goated. Like, Expedition 33 is so good. The only thing that I wonder, though, I wonder how they're going to be, like, Expedition 33 I don't want to say it's a one-trick pony because obviously the story is really good and like what they're doing there. But like, are we really gonna get like another game where you're just doing like button timing? Like they gotta figure out some other stuff with the combat in that game. So I'm really looking forward to what they do next. But what they do next, like the expectations are gonna be so sky high. How are they gonna be able to finish this game anytime soon? You know, so I'm like excited but worried for like the studio because like after your debut game is that good and like game of the year, you're like, okay, well, what's next? You know, like that's a lot of pressure. A lot of pressure. So. I think the game will be a seamless open world like Mario Kart World, based on what was shown in the trailer. That's why they have a Switch 2 exclusive. What? Well, there's a map screen, and I think they showed like a loading screen like where you get shot from like a home. So I don't know if it's gonna be seamless, because they did show some stuff that shows that maybe it's not so seamless. But I think it's gonna load. I think it's gonna load and really fast. So it might feel seamless, where you can just drop in, boom, instantly right away. Yeah. So. Does anyone know a good budget TV that does VRR? Yeah, the Vizio TVs. The Vizio TVs are budget that does VRR. Yeah, I mean, and the quality of VRR, you know, but I'm pretty sure the Vizio TVs do VRR, game mode VRR. I'm pretty sure that they do. Let me double check though. But yeah, the Walmart Vizio TVs. Vizio.
Hey, you. I want to say your
Check
name.
check the Vizio TV's house gang. Check.
Claire 33 was the first Xbox Anywhere game I bought. It's 60 FPS on the Xbox ROG Ally Xi. Can't lie, it's nice.
Okay, good. Okay, there you go. So yeah, that's something that if I didn't hate handheld PCs, or if I can get it for $300, like you got it. But I want to ask you about your friend, Justin. Your friend gave you, he was that upset with the ROG Ally. I didn't think about the other side. He was that upset with the ROG Ally that he traded you a Switch OLED and $300 for a Switch, not even a Switch 2, a Switch 1, and $300. Considering ROG Allies are 1,000, you can buy a Switch OLED and a Switch 2 for the underneath the price of a ROG Ally X. So what's going on there? Like, something doesn't add up. He must really like you, or something, or was there something wrong with the ROG Ally? Was it scratched up or messed up? Like, that just seems like a terrible deal on his end. Because he could have sold it online, even with eBay taking a portion. He probably could have got at least, I mean, he could have got at least $800 for it, even used. I have a Vizio 4K TV. The colors were washed out. Yeah, the colors are kind of washed on Vizio. Like, the colors are so washed that HDR does not work properly at all. Like, even on Switch 2, like Switch 2's HDR isn't the best, but the HDR on the Vizio TV at my mom's house, like, I have to completely crazy adjust it for it to look good at all. The HDR on this MSI monitor is god tier. Xenoblade X looks like slithery, silky smooth. It looks better than this LG that I have, but this is a newer MSI, so it's got better HDR and better capabilities. But man, the HDR on this monitor is nuts. But yeah, if you're looking, to be honest, there's no way to cheap out on this one. House gang, like, you gotta spend a little bit of money to get that look that you're looking for that VRR and for that HDR. That you gotta spend a little bit.
He has a mod chip he's going to install on the OLED Switch, plus it's a Pokemon OLED. Okay, so he's just gonna, okay, that's fine, he can do that. So it works for him that way. But man, it just seems crazy. But okay. I mean, to be honest, a mod chip,
a mod chip. There's a mod chip that can increase the power and also play whatever you want. Yeah, that's better than all handheld PCs. 'Cause there's a massive library of games on Switch One. That's way better, and it's gonna be easy. Thank you for another 3. Also, Mr. Aldalberto, thank you for the subscription, man. I appreciate that. Welcome to the Elite Ninja Village. Thank you for subscribing. Hisense is better. Yeah, Hisense, but that's also a cheapo TV. To be honest, yeah, maybe you roll with Hisense. Maybe you look up best budget TVs for VRR or for HDR. Look up that and see what it tells you. So you need somebody that's really into TVs. But to be honest, man, I think really in order to get that real good VRR and HDR, you're going to need to drop, you know, 800, 900, something along the lines of minimum, right? Like, so what I would do, House Gang, is I would stick it out, like just wait for the holiday, wait for Black Friday. You're going to be able to find LG CXs for really good prices, $700 or $600 for an LG CX, and just get a 50-inch or like a 60-inch LG CX at the end of the year. That's what I would do. So just deal with your Vizio or deal with whatever TV you got for right now, and then just pick up a LG. Not CX. That's the TV that they don't make the CX anymore. Like the C4s or whatever they're called, or the C whatevers, the newer LGs. Just get one of those later. Yeah, the LG C1. Just get one of those C whatevers at the end of the year. Yeah, those Samsungs aren't great. Yeah, the Samsungs are good for price, and they're good for just like affordability. But they're not good for like gaming. They're not great for gaming unless you buy the really expensive Samsungs. But I would say LG. I would say Sony, the Bravias, the newer Sony Bravias. Those are all better for gaming right now than Samsung. Like the Samsung's cheaper. So yeah, I'll just say wait till the end of the year and get yourself like a LG C whatever. You have to buy 8 class or higher, B or C, yeah.
I want to shake your hand.
Justin with another 3.
Also, I'm loving Claire 33, but I knew I would. I'm parry all the way. Lol.
Yeah, you gotta parry the whole time. Like Expedition 33, if you don't like the parry mechanic, the whole game falls apart. The whole game falls apart. If you don't like the parry mechanic, the whole game just goes kaput. So learn how to parry. Thank you for another 3, Justin. I appreciate that towards the end of the stream here. We out here tonight, guys. Appreciate that. Let's go. Thank you for the support, like always, man. You guys are goated. Make sure you hit that like button, too. If you have not hit that like button, hit that like button. I think we're at, like, I don't know how many likes we're at, so I'm going to check how many likes we're at. We're at 136 likes, so it'd be dope if we can get to 150 likes. That helps the rebroadcast of this stream. I also want to say, make sure you guys check out today's video. Today's video was dope. Today's video was dope. I appreciate everybody dropping dope comments and fun comments. Like, it was such a cool video to make. It was a long time, but it took me a long time, but it was super worth it. I love compilation videos. So make sure you guys check out that video. Make sure you guys check out that video if you haven't seen it. I'm gonna link it again. Put it in here and watch later too. It's long, man. It's like a 36-minute video. So it's kind of like double the length of what I usually do, double plus. But check out that vid, man. It's fun. It's fun stuff. It's the top 30 or 30 big upcoming Nintendo Switch 2 leaked and rumored games. So if you haven't seen it, check it out. It's dope. It's a good vibe. Good vibe. Don't spend too much time on each game. Each game, I mean, I have 30 plus games. It's 36 minutes long. So it's about a minute, you know, on a minute or so on each game. So it's a fast-paced video. It's also timestamped, so you can look and see, okay, this is, what do you say about this? What do you say about this? You know, so if you don't care about a game, you can skip to the next one. So check out the vid, man. I think it's fun. I think it's a fun video. I'm hoping that Star Fox Direct will happen, and it's real close. New Star Fox would be insane. Yeah, I think the Star Fox, like, let's just say that they have like an opening trailer for Star Fox, and they have a little bit of information. That'd be good. Or Nintendo Today app. Hey, here's a trailer for the game. So that'd be fun. Love your streams and appreciate each one. Thank you. I appreciate that, Steven. Thank you for the stream today. I've been pretty sad lately because of having to spend a bunch of money on maintenance stuff and car issues. Yeah, maintenance, you mean like for your house, party man? Bro, let me tell you something, party man, brother. We all share that single tear down the eye, you know, when it comes to that. Like, being an adult sucks, man. Like, it's just, when you buy a house, you're like, oh, I bought a house, but then like that goes wrong, and that goes wrong, and that goes wrong, and this goes wrong, and this goes wrong, and oh, by the way, you need a backyard done, and oh man, you need, like, my backyard, bro, I haven't been able to do it, but my backyard still is not done. Like, the grass is all unkept, bro. Like, this, we gotta change the patio, we gotta build like a little deck thing, like, just because I had to do so much on the inside. And I don't want to make it about myself. I'm just telling you that I understand your sadness, because trust me, I was very sad in 2024. Some of y'all couldn't see it, but when I was use the green screen, I was very, very, very sad. So I'm sorry, party man. I know, like, it's a lot, bro. Like, I feel you, brother. I feel you, and I understand. Dude, I've been told that I need a new transmission. My car only has 70k miles. Party man, I'm so sorry, brother. But you know, like I said, I'm not making it about myself, so I'm really sorry about that. But party man, I feel your pain, because last year, Yeah, last year, guess what happened to my car? New turbocharger. Now, you know, if you know anything about a turbocharger is essentially the engine. So I essentially got a brand new engine for my car, because it's stupid and it's turbocharged. So I got a whole new turbocharger. Now the cool thing about it is that I was having issues with my car every now and then. Every now and then I'd have issues with my car, my Chevy. When I changed that turbocharger, I have not had a single issue since then. So that old engine, because it's a 2013, that old car, that old parts, it was making everything else mess up. It was kind of causing everything else to mess up, and things just needed to be changed anyway, because the car is from 2013, you know. So once you swap all that out, it's painful, man, but everything should run good, and it should be. But yeah, transmissions, how much are transmissions now these days? I know that engine, that turbocharger / engine, that cost me like $3,300 for that. And I had to tell them, hey man, I've been coming here to Chevy for this many years. Like, it was actually like $4,000. I got it down. So yeah, that's like YouTube for a whole month right there. You know, that's like a month plus, or that's like almost a month. You know what I'm saying? So that was all gone. You know, all my videos. So I had a single tear down the eye, bro. Yeah, 5,000. God, that's crazy. You gotta shop around, brother. You gotta shop around. No, I don't mean that the lawn is unkept, as in I need somebody to just cut the grass. Like, I need somebody to landscape it. Like, I need new dirt. I need new grass, because the grass and the dirt in there is crusty. It's old. I need new dirt. I need new grass. I need a new fence. I need a deck built. I need somebody to cut the concrete and remove a big old shading that the previous owners left that's ugly as hell. So I need them to do all of that. Like I said, and we got a quote, and the quote that we got was 22 grand. No, 27 grand. And I'm like, from the same guy who remodeled my house here, and I'm not even going to tell you guys how much the house remodeling was, because it was just, my head spins when it still spins. But 27 grand for landscaping, deck built, remove the old thingy shade thing that we have, cut the slab of concrete, put grass in, like AstroTurf, or put grass. I said, I said 27 grand? I'm like, no. Like, I'll just let it be ghetto. For my wife said the same. My wife was like, what? No. We both said no. No. I said, dude, I'm gonna, for that, no. I started researching landscaping. I'm gonna do it for that price. Unless, I live in California, bro. I'll find somebody to do it. Bruh, I'll find somebody. Landscaping? I'll find somebody to do that. Give me something better. Hell no. What's the labor on that? $1,000 an hour? $2,000 an hour? Bro, you gotta be kidding me. I'll find somebody to do it. I'll do it myself. I'll research. Go get the dirt from Home Depot. Take a shovel. I'll do it myself. Hell nah. Because my backyard it's not small, but it's not huge, you know? So, nah. Yeah, hiring people ain't cheap. Some people near Home Depot. Yeah. That's what me and my wife said. Hey, man, I just need to take a couple strolls around. There's the Home Depot that I know more in the inner city Home Depot, maybe not quite where I'm at, but the inner city Home Depot, I just might take a stroll around there a few times. Maybe you never know who you'll find out there, you know? And people think gaming is expensive, bro. One backyard, I'll take them 2 days to do? Absolutely not. I had to get a new car last week. It's a nice Kia K4 GT Turbo, but damn, it was not. But it was nice not having car payments. Yeah, that's why my wife, she always makes fun of me. She's like, "Oh, you should have had this." I'm like, listen. I haven't had car payments for like 4 or 5 years, you know. So just let me. I think I finished that off. I think I finished it off in like 2020 or 2021. So it's been like a nice 5 years with nothing. I like that. It feels good, you know. But my wife, we need to get her something. So I'll have to buy something. But I'm trying to maneuver to see what I can do to get, you know, most of it done. But there's just always so much. But it's all good, you know. Stores always cheaper. Oh yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. So yeah, I couldn't do that, bro. 27, nah, that's too much. That's too much. But all right, guys, we're gonna wrap it up here. I want to say thank you to everybody that came out to today's stream. We're gonna have a new video tomorrow on Splatoon Raiders and some of the other things that I've noticed and some stuff that I've talked about here. So we're gonna discuss that on tomorrow's video, plus other information. So I want to say thank you to everybody who came out to today's stream. You guys have been phenomenal. Thank you guys for the support, man. Another platinum and a half. We went further than beyond. You guys are always here. You guys are always dope. You guys are always supporting. So I want to say thank you to everybody. You guys make these streams to where we can stream 5 to 6 times per week. You guys make it all possible. And if we don't have a video for a day, that's okay. We got something big. We got a stream. So I want to say thank you. You guys allow me to keep this community how it is. Your support is just, like I said, so crucial, and it means the most to me. It means like everything. That's why I research and I study and I take as much time as I do, just so I can come here to make sure that I entertain you guys talking for 3 hours and you guys enjoy it, you know. So thank you guys so much. You guys give me the strength and the life to kind of do all this, man. So thank you so much for your support, and thank you for watching the videos too, man. Thank you so much. So yeah, I am going to relax tonight. I'm probably just going to wait for tomorrow morning. I'll wake up early and I'll get a video done for you guys, but I want to see if there's going to be anything else outside of Splatoon Raiders. So probably not going to be really early in the morning, but I'll wake up and get you guys a video though. Well, I'll wake up and I'll get you guys a video at some time in the morning, and we'll see kind of how it does and everything. So yeah, should be good. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys for being awesome. Shout outs to everybody here. Thank you once again, Justin and Massive Rican and everybody that dropped support. You guys all know who you are. Elite Ninjas, everybody here. Thank you. And check out my video. Go check it out. I would love for you guys, everybody here, 177 people. If you head over to that video, that link that I put right there in the chat, if you head over there, and if you haven't dropped a comment, drop another comment, hit the like button, and let people know what you think about the upcoming leaked and rumored games. I'd really appreciate that. It helps the videos out, it helps the algorithm, all that good stuff. And like I said, helps us keep going. We're giving away a Switch 2 at 150K. So we're getting closer and closer, like every day. We're already at 132,000. We just hit 130,000 just like a little bit ago, like a month or so ago. We hit 130. Now we're already at 132,000. So we're moving along, man. We are moving. We're gonna be 133,000, and probably going to be 140,000 by the end of the year. So we are moving along. We should, hopefully, with the Nintendo Directs, we can get to 150,000 maybe sooner than that. If we have 2 big Nintendo Directs in June and in September, plus big Nintendo Switch 2 games, we probably get to 150,000 by the end of the year, so, or before that. So thank you guys so much for watching. Watch the vids, like them, use the hype buttons, and we'll see you guys for the next one. All right, guys, peace out.